Yeah, man. I want to vibes. Man in the wilderness, I'm here. Alongside my brother, Herb, Nelson, Junior, and Maria, my sister. We are up. It's also Rati, join us in a minute now. But, we're there, Donald, and we have to start like this because we have to blaze some fire. No, we have to start from the donkey. I'm going to show you some of the footage from the donkey because the Prime Minister Herb and Maria, the man love too much PR stunt now, man.
Yes.
Stop. So the woman will ask the donkey. You have other woman come and ask the donkey and say she vote for you. Me have done them video that I show to you. Right? And she said, listen, the carrot costs too much. I'm in a Spanish town or somewhere there. I need a donkey too because that save me the money, and she explain herself. No, that the woman with the donkey, the woman said them did fix the road. She never have to ask the donkey. I'm going to show you the road where them run pan to. Because me have that too. So I have to keep that. So we're going to start. Let me start like this herb. And then before we dissect the thing, let me start from this. Let me see now. Let me start from this. This is how we are starting.
I am the lady asking for the donkey.
You're asking for a donkey?
Yes, I am asking for a donkey.
Where you get donkeys to buy? I don't know. Where you get donkeys?
Well, they have donkey down here and the level part of the land down here.
Let me say about free. I just kick out people.
So how much you sell a donkey?
Well, I hear say about
then the one should do man with the donkey.
$3,000 for just
Alright, yes. Donkey can't kick in back same. King back same time, man. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Marie. Yeah, man. So we kicking back same time. I could just go back on the footage there. I could go back on the footage there. Let me see that footage. That one, yeah. Play about the footage, you know. I could play about the footage.
I am the lady asking for the donkey.
You're asking for a donkey?
Yes, I am asking for a donkey.
Where you get donkeys to buy? I don't know. Where you get donkeys to buy?
Well, they have donkey down here and the level part of the land down there. If you understand that, the land village of good one.
So how much you sell a donkey?
Well, I hear say about 100,000. The taxi man them charge me $3,000 for just drop it on a little piece of farm road. Then the poor barrow, oh God, maybe the father there back and push me there front of hall. It's very hard. So me really want donkey. There me bush at work, see them me dirty in the bush and I run cross over there, come over here, just to come sit down for ask for the donkey. Yes, I really need the donkey. I am in need of a donkey.
But fun and joke aside,
hear this.
There's nothing wrong with asking for a donkey.
Yes.
The donkey has been a constant feature of our agriculture.
Yes.
From day one.
Yes.
That has been the beast of burden.
Yes.
And
remember now 2023.
Yeah.
And you tell about donkey, but we have so much thing. You remember, people have them big agriculture field and them I use some vehicle that were doing like 100, 200 man that doing one thing, eh? And hear the man.
Good at it.
Yes.
And so nobody should look down on your request.
Yes.
Your request
Yes.
is taken seriously by me and your MP. I am going to make a contribution to it.
Yes.
And your MP, I am volunteering him to make a contribution so you will get it done.
Yes.
All right?
Because it's very hard for me and my daughter very retarded. It's hard for me to give her one bag of feed and to carry.
No, but not that.
And she have Down syndrome, she have that problem.
Your daughter?
Yes, she have Down syndrome and me see her here. Baby, she's the one that had
Down syndrome. Okay.
I take them to the bush every day.
To the
See me
bush.
tell them that the bush and me I want donkey. Me could have put it to them for me for ride and me have to.
Alright, say no more.
Me have
Say
me
no
for
more.
fertilizer.
Say no more.
Me a farmer, you know, so me have to tax the farm product. Me can't tax it
about fertilizer too?
Yes, man, I'll do me now, so.
Alright?
Yes.
Alright, you go and get it. I go and make sure you get it.
All right, so you remember say, and then him gone to the donkey and gone to this and them thing there. So I just follow up that and then we deal with film case. So I'm going to do the come things and line up the things seen. So you're the woman, she run, yeah? This is short, but it's taller than this, but it's short.
I just have to come and do I'm coming, I'm here. Me not turn back, me say, when you do drive, look here, drop me over there, go be there and try to come back. He said, he can't look on the road, they figure me over me there. He said, well, leave me alone. And me say, when I did that too, somebody tell me say today is not the day for donkey. And me say, who me? Today I'm happy for this shot here. This is Satan now me see me Prime Minister today. Here the man to me, then I what kind of shot here for you? Me say, look here, he shot the on me tongue. And me happy let it go. You could have seen me run through bush. Tear down bun, who that bun me up. And you go come tell me say, me can't go tell me parents me want donkey fight the life hard and the rough. And me want to feel a little bit easier for me to carry me chicken feed your man. I cannot hear me say, who? I take out my phone and talk chatting my phone and say, today I'm happy. Before that I lie down out and a ball and a roll can me well want the donkey. I am in need of a donkey. And I saw me and tell myself in my head. And me say, sir, as Andrew could have done in the house, take a 2 picture with people. As he could have taped down. I just say, Mr. Andrew Collins, I am the lady for the donkey. I am the lady for the donkey. He said, yes, you are the lady for the donkey. I say, yes. So you see, sometimes when you want something, you have to run. All when you have extra weight. Run. I know exactly what the exercise for morning time. Did for run to the donkey, man. Did for run to the donkey, you see. Run to the donkey. Lord Jesus, run to the donkey.
Gosh, man.
My donkey.
That's very.
And I hear this now. I'm going to play next video with her when she cost them, because them watch it, you know. When she says she not vote, and she tell us them to fix the road. I choose she not on the road, that's why she beg the donkey in Maria. And Herb, look on this now. We soon talk about it, you know, but I'm going to show now. We just build up the thing and I show the people them. So this is what she say yes or no. Because she longer than that how she run in her breast, them drop out how she run. Look on this now.
And then at the end of the day, you know, them a come say they want your vote. Nobody come to me about no vote. No road, no vote. No donkey, no vote. No success, no vote. No better, no vote. We dead serious. If me fight life so hard, how me don't go with my vote so easy? Let me not do it. Me not frighten nobody and nobody not frighten me. Me go and take time to with my children them. No better life, no vote. Because we sure know say the Prime Minister have better life more than me one.
True.
And he can, if I even the donkey has me ask for, could, or if me have better road, would not for one no donkey car. The taxi man left me down there for $800 and he look up his farm road and they said they left down there.
She talk about the road. You hear her? So not about the donkey, you know. She even said them did fix the road, don't it? Maybe just make one hear her again. She don't give them the vote. That's why they come get the donkey. Listen.
The Prime Minister have better life more than me one.
Oh, she know.
And he can, if I even the donkey has me ask for, could, or if me have better road, would not for one no donkey car. The taxi man left me down there for $800 and he look up his farm road and they said they left down there. $800. He that take $1,000 or $2,000 drop me from my yard. And it would have been a taxi road, so he have to charge me so much. So, no one nobody can tell about no vote. No one nobody tell about no labor nor no power. Okay? See me labor and see me power, yeah. Top.
So you hear her now?
Yeah.
She find herself although she struggle, right? I'm going to show you what them do now. Because the Prime Minister said I watch her video them when she post. She said if them did have the road, them wouldn't have a charge, them could have just come up. This will show you how the road stay. Right? So I'll show you them thing here and then Prime Minister
Mariam, Herb, doing so man of the wilderness. You know, me sit down here watch and say, how long it will take him for bring me in? You know, can you show the woman and me watch?
Yes.
Respect, my friend.
Yeah, brother. You see the woman, the woman said the right thing, brother.
Me hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said to fix the road and she wouldn't need no donkey.
Okay, so and does the donkey, that means she's not a woman with self-centered neither, you know.
Right.
But she wants something for move because she have 5 kids and she have one of them a Down syndrome and everything. But I'm going to show you now how the man does love the PR. I'm going to show you that thing and then we're going at the meeting matter. We're not all about nothing, you know. Turn all this, you know. We're not all about nothing around here. All right. Look on that now, you know. Look on that, you know, brother. Look on this now. So after the woman said no vote, them I watch her. Look on that one now. Look on that one here.
Yes, this is my donkey. You see that he's very humble to me already.
By the way, you notice them send 2 donkey. It's a donkey cub that.
Right.
A little one. And them send a next donkey in other green the side of the woman. Why them never, JC Hutchinson, why them never give the woman that the old donkey there? But could have carry the amp upon him. No better donkey that for carry the load. JC Hutchinson me attack. Why them never give the woman that donkey JC Hutchinson instead of you give the woman the donkey cub? JC Hutchinson a stronger donkey, older donkey for carry the woman load. See him there now? You know, it's a 2 liberty. You know what it's a 2 donkey. Them send. You know, say 2, one a jackass and one a donkey cub. You see it? Look here.
You understand that I am his master.
Yeah,
So he will do whatever I say and stay by my side. I will take care of him and he will take care of me.
Oh, God.
This is the thing that I ask for, prosperity, to help me, to ease the pressure that I bear every day when I go and I buy a bag of chicken feed. But to be able to live a little bit more for my children.
Today, we're going to present her with a brand new spray pan. If you know the chicken industry, one of the hardest areas comes when you have to do your plucking of your chicken. And as such, there are new innovations now at the feathering machine.
New innovation, Ratty. Urban and Maria. Watch a new innovation chicken plucker. Remember, you know, this woman have it hard. I remember this, I forgot to use the light. JPS, current. But this no new, this is more than like 40 years old. I don't know how them don't know this. But you tell woman it's a new innovation. Let me listen him again because me just learn from him. I'll show you the innovation too, you know. Look here.
Of your chicken, and as such, there are new innovations now at the feathering machine. And we decided to get a defeathering machine for the answer. I'm proud today on behalf of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining and the RADA team to present you with not just a spray pan but your own brand new defeathering machine.
I only ask to help me with my need, to come over the hill with the chicken feed.
Mama, hold on a little bit because a defeathering thing they mash me up. Hold on a little bit. The defeathering thing there, just take it on there.
Give her a demonstration.
Well, no, me I get the demonstration because the defeathering machine. When me look on the defeathering machine where them dusky do, man. So let me show them the defeathering machine. Look on this now. And this how much years ago, you know. Look here. Look on this one.
All right.
This is the water. Look what she have got you now. Look.
This is
the hot water.
This water is about 150 degrees. And what we do is we dunk it in for about 20 or 30 seconds. Kind of swish it around in there, get all the feathers. You want to leave it too long in there because you'll scald the bird and burn the skin.
Yes.
Make sure you get all the feathers all the way down to the legs you want it.
Well, you see the current wire behind him there, so because the defeather machine have a plug in, right? All right. Look, you know, look how much holding at the defeather machine. Look.
And once you get it in there that long, take it over to the plucker.
See that? The plucker,
defeather.
The plucker. Look out.
We'll put the bird inside.
No, look,
chicken.
one bird. One. Turn it on. Use water too much. Look out. You have the water there? Swing up here, though.
Use the water to rinse all the feathers.
Just better than continue.
And that's about good.
So you have to have the water with that too. And current.
Chicken out.
Good.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Plucked chicken.
So Ratty.
Okay, you can hit it.
Let me just stop him there, so. So that are the deep. Let me just start the bit there, so now. So that are the deep for the machine. This woman have the money really. I shall try with her chicken. Them if she got 100 chicken now, and then she have to have water because you have to wash out the feather. You don't want it clog up in there. Oh, the deep feather here, we have to put one chicken at a time, and then the water where we have to flush it with like a power hose. Oh, it's beneficial to the woman here. Oh. Remember JPS like if you turn on a little fan in a Ratty, $1,000 per month, you know. One fan. That I can draw more current. Oh, shall manage that Ratty? Unless, she can't thief it then. She can't thief the light then. Because of that you have to have a thief light. She go run that. And then she have to have the power, the water for wash out the feather, like when I spray it out. Oh, that very cratty. You ratty?
Well, the you have me stumped. No, because you raise two good points. Water and electricity. Right?
Yes.
The utilities they're high in Jamaica.
Yes.
And we have water shortage too. Right?
Okay.
We have water shortage and we have power outage too.
Yeah, okay.
So the question that comes to my mind is, I remember watching the video, right? Between the interaction between the Prime Minister and the woman. I don't remember asking him for a defeathering machine.
No.
So I'm trying to figure, how did that get into the gift bag? I don't know how that. And there's a spray thing there.
Because spray pan thing, and then a tap on phone. Where's the Jamaican for?
Yeah, I think it probably better for fix the road completely so that everybody have access to it, and then that's it. Because him try help. The gift went to one person, right?
Yes.
As opposed to the community. And the problem wasn't the donkey, the problem was the road or the lack of a donkey. The problem was the road. So he fixed the road. Yeah, he fixed the road. And then she never asked for this. To me, that makes sense for you. Buy her get her the cub and get her a full-grown donkey then. Get her two.
Thank you.
Because the machine, you just don't add more expenses. You just don't add more expenses to her.
But get the cub and plus get the full-grown donkey, the one beside her. Hutchinson, you agree? Hutchinson.
No, man.
Yeah, man, that old donkey there, that old jackass, just keep, get the two of them.
Yeah, because what happening now is that you just put her in a debt now, because now she's going to have to pay your water bill and she's going to have to pay electricity. If she not thief them. You know?
Are you forced her to thief them?
Right.
Eh? That makes sense? But yes, sir, Herb.
It appears to me that somebody's giving her the extras. So she, instead of taking her chicken in for sale, she can actually prepare the chicken herself and then sell it. But then I don't know what other, if she has the electricity, that's one thing. But if she doesn't, then she got problems. If she have 100 chicken, does she have refrigeration to put the chickens up until she can sell them? So there's all kind of questions they raise when they give her the machine, because it's going to give her the ability now to prepare her chicken, pluck them and prepare them completely to sell them directly to different families or different stores already prepared. So I'm not sure what kind of bind they might have put her in, but it's going to require a lot more electricity now that she have the machine.
So that costs her more money. Plus it want water too.
Yeah.
That costs her enough more money now.
She have to deal with storage.
Yes. And then so easy, because when she have to do it and then do each one and then do it, I better she have somebody where she just want to pluck it and it cool and I put herself in a more debt. Where you say Maria?
Packaging, somebody else said packaging.
Yes.
Well, this is a PR stunt from as far as I'm concerned. And like the Breakfast Club gave the Prime Minister donkey of the day is the donkey of the month, because that made no sense whatsoever. Because he gave her the donkey, it benefits one person. If he had fixed the road, it benefits the entire community, as Herb says. And it is not from the Prime Minister, it's from the taxpayers of Jamaica. So when he says on behalf of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Agriculture and RADA, no, it's the taxpayers who gave one person a donkey. What about the other people who need donkeys as well? Are they going to get donkeys too? So it was a PR stunt, and he's gonna, and no doubt he's gonna, this is a buying vote, a buying vote PR campaign. But this did not make any sense. There was a better way to get this done.
This all backfire, backfire because him just don't set the community against this woman now. Because think about it, if you have other people inside who need a donkey and other people who need a plucking machine or whatever, a defeathering machine, and then look at she get all of them things. It's just human nature that you get jealous over this thing and say, look, why she get it? You may have people inside there with 6 picnic. She have 5, right? She have somebody inside there with 6 who worse after she, and them I say, look what she get, and you get nothing. So if them think them up, they might have purchased 1 vote. And the woman heard it said she not neither power nor prosperity. And they might have gotten one vote, but I'm going to lose for every one woman like she. Them going to lose dozens of votes.
But Bratty, let me answer you back where you just say. We say other people might have want a donkey, right?
Yes.
All right, look at the video here. And tell me what you just say. Look at the video here.
Mr. Andrew Olness. My name is Dawn. I'm from Spanish Town. I'm asking you, please and thanks, if you could give me one of the donkey. Because when I'm in Spanish Town, I don't really go far. So I need something to bring me around. And gas is very expensive. And I only want to go from Portmore to Spanish Town. So a donkey would do me well. And the people them where I say me do the video and me get pay, me not get no pay. That's why me a beg a donkey. For the labor right video when me do a day, me a beg the Prime Minister one donkey. Mr. Andrew Olness, please and thanks. Babsy Grange response to me. Me live in a Babsy Grange constituency. So please, if you can't afford to give me one donkey, you tell Babsy to give me one donkey, please. Because me a labor right and me a vote more than 30 years now me a vote. And me think me deserve a donkey. I mean, I don't know if a lady will get a donkey ever vote for labor right, but me a labor right.
Yeah, that no. You just tell me right here, you never slap it.
No, you know what funny? I was talking to a dear friend of mine who I watch your program right now, and I said to her, I said, listen, you know what happened? What happened? Other people I will start come out and say, they want a donkey, or they want something. Think about it. Remember the woman who she her bar did want stuck or something like that? Or,
yes.
Yeah. And she go and get stuck. Then Peanut Dread want house fixed. Then Peanut Dread. And then no, this lady. So it looked like you have to ask yourself, is this the job of a prime minister? I thought the MP was responsible for the constituency.
Yes.
And then them report up, right? To the ministries, and then the ministries now part of the cabinet, them talk to the prime minister. I mean, if this is the case, then the prime minister should just go all throughout the 14 parishes and just go meet people and just give them what they want.
Yeah.
And give them a donkey.
Yeah, and
when you get a donkey now, you're a donkey in a danger because Chinese might have just watch you. And I watch a little donkey them come snatch them and go on them. Eh?
Well, the Chinese eat donkeys, and and you saw the brutal way in which they kill the donkey. Use a sledgehammer and lick them in the head.
Yes,
bust them up. Yeah.
But the people them serious about them donkey. The woman want the road fixed to her because she said no vote. I hear a woman said she have vote long time, you know. So she need a donkey because the gas, she raised a very good point. Gas too expensive. So she said, listen, me just want a donkey for the scare me. She them business all slow. She just want a donkey and she have vote long time, so she need a donkey. And she'll tell you where she there and she call her name. It's a serious woman that she call her name. And other people at all. No, the woman didn't want the vote for fix. Prime Minister, stop the PR stunt. Stop it. Nah, help you, you know. Somebody else, they want a donkey too, you know. So I just say more want to, you know. So you want to. Eh? Yeah, man. So I just say more want to. The Prime Minister, you need to stop this. And then him do the same PR stunt. You want to see let me show you the road where them go up the pants. See that? See the road there? So go give the woman the donkey. See that?
This is the road the MP drove on to deliver the donkey with GIS. You see this?
Just look on the
so
road,
you have no shame. No
road.
wonder donkey is the catch, right? See the road, see that?
See them have the road, see donkey there. Look on the road. That's the road.
See from there. See the road there. So them really have a road, but the road and not really the road.
And then go with GIS too, you know.
I'm going to show me to see them. This is how we do drive fan to go and deliver the donkey. Okay?
And somebody said they want a mule. You have to drive for bug life if you want a mule, man. Mule you want? Bug life, yeah. If you want a mule, you have to drive for bug life, yeah? Yeah, man, how that? Yeah. Audrey, listen. You have to drive for bug life. I'm a bug, but I'm a mule too, you know. Man mule. Yeah, man, a mule. So drive for bug life. If you want a mule, yeah? Yeah, man. A serious thing. So you see the people that come out now, it's so bad. The PR stunt now, it's shocking over the place. Because, you know, somebody tell me, you know, Maria, when them have portion, she'll give a few house because government, you know, people, them do it. But if she do house, she do like a 5 or a 6 or a 4 one time. the Prime Minister now, you know, you build some house and you have some people, you might have say, okay, let me give them a house. So him do, him use one at a time. He will come here, so and him give one, so him get the GIS and get the whole media house and him cut a ribbon. And then him go up there, so and 3 hours should I give it, and then him do one. And then him come down here, so back in a 2 months or a month, and then him give it a next one. You know, if we just drag them out for say, yes, the Prime Minister do something. Instead of he just keep it done, him drag it out for the whole year. But that doesn't work. Just look on the infrastructure in Jamaica. Yeah? Look on the infrastructure. And it's bad. It's bad. See? It's bad. So the road them want to fix the woman did a beg. I beg for the donkey and the woman said she not vote. And when the woman said that, then the Prime Minister act, you know, and then we have to come out and talk too. Then everybody a beg a donkey now. Everybody a beg a donkey. Till me hear this in a ratty. This me hear. We're going to finish off with the donkey.
Today.
Hello, who's this?
Trevor Brown from St. Elizabeth.
Who you want to give donkey today to?
Andrew Holness.
Why?
The road is so bad in St. Elizabeth. Dion Blake can't transport her chicken feed, and instead of fixing the road, Andrew buy her one donkey. Andrew is the donkey of the day.
No, but you know we laugh. But you see, they make it like a comedy up there and them a laugh, a real thing. But you might the donkey of the day for true. No, for the century. Yeah, and Hutchinson the donkey of the millennium. Yeah, I'm not joke. Yeah. So them do that and them give me something like this too. One more that. Wait there. Now I'll show you 2 more things and then we're going to something else. Another one, yeah? Let me see if I hit this. No. Hold on. Not that one. Let me see if I this one. All right. Hear this. Hear this, people. Look on this right here and tell me what you see. When they touch politician, I want to tell me something about politician. Look on this. Jamaica politician. Look. When the Integrity Commission, him look back at him fine. Look at 2 things. Look at. He don't need food yet. Look at now. I bet him look for Integrity Commission again. Look at man, food. See there? You see it? Look at. See it? The Integrity Commission, them look fine. Look at. Thing I drop, you know. Food I eat. Look at. Watch out. Also, just look at. At the same exact bun, you know. Look at. Now, watch it. Just think about Jamaica, the government right now. Look at. Same banana, look at. See my look for Integrity Commission there. Like I give time favor. I don't have this now. Watch out. What? Same banana. Look at. Watch it. Watch out. No, man. No, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop it. You tell me no that. I'm going to move this.
One monkey eats everything.
You tell me no if a Jamaican government style this. No, tell me no. Are the politicians them style this? I be a kickbacks. Be a kickback. And a joke. More and the man them look on themselves who have to play this and play it over again. And a joke. You see them get the same exact bun and they might eat food. We call it eat a food. And you notice how them go out for the food more and more ratty. And I look back. Are they think that them I look for, you know? And then I eat the same thing and I get and it a drop. No, you know, finish one and you know. You don't finish one. But look how much it take. These are the kickback where the government take from the Chinese and who them I give the work them to. So you know them turn billionaire. When you look once somebody have a house, 800 million and no police question that ratty. None. Remember when you're serving in your government, you can't do certain things, you know. Conflict of interest, you go to prison, you know. You pay no give them money there in a ratty. You understand? Then when you look now, you hear some man, you open a gas station, man, when you build a building, he want two of your apartments if you don't get the papers. So them continue the same thing. Them different from that when they show you the illustration, ratty. Eh? Them can't different. Where's the Maria? But the illustration when they just show you. Wait, play. Wait, show you.
Hold on. But
Yes, sis.
It shows you exactly what is happening in Jamaica. Because, you know, we laugh and it is funny, I agree. But it is a reflection of what is happening in Jamaica. You can point out two politicians, Andrew and his wife. And they're scraping so much for themselves. They have so much for themselves. And look at the state of the country right now, you know? So it is sad to say, but it is a reflection of what is happening in Jamaica.
But yeah, somebody said, your eyes on the first, the monkey better than them because the monkey never give himself 300% raise. 300% raise, Ratty. 300% raise. The monkey. Let me tell you, say, politician, them greedy. And me say, I'm a farmer cabinet member say, integrity outfit lock him up before the next election. Who give him these things? I mean, I understand. Me not understand.
Who that? Your man from St. Mary?
Some people forget act tie, you know. When police are go for them for act tie, them and carry them in. In a cage. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, nothing right, but you know, I laugh, you know. But you know, my style, you know. When they win on this.
No, that's a good question. The question was how because the Integrity Commission's investigation, they're supposed to be confidential, secret as a matter of fact. Nobody's supposed to know.
Yes.
In fact, the man at Gagada, them themselves can't talk about it.
Yes.
So I don't know where the MP got that information from that he's going to be arrested soon. And if you remember last month, I think it was last month, come out of the parliament and him start make some comparison between himself and another former minister of national security, saying that it's part of the issuance of permits for firearms, saying that they give the other man a blight, and he did essentially the same thing what that man did. He did it based on information brought to him by the committee. And after him review it, the committee made a recommendation, and the committee made a recommendation, provided the file, he reviewed it, he agreed with them, and so that should be the end of that. So I don't know what's going on there, but he seems to be worried. And you know, I know your dispute is work in the community, right? Because this is a PR stunt, but
PR stunt.
Yeah, but I see a lot of things, and maybe a PR stunt, but I say evidence that this man is working in his community and working hard. But you you know it better than me.
Well, I know. So the evidence show you the police station when they full of sewage water and them thing that the people them are swim with boat, and the police have the outside for the day and them thing there in the same community.
No,
and it shows some big old hole in it, like a more crocodile live in it and dinosaur and them thing there. Not show them thing there, right? You see, them can't go and trick people. Remember, some of people come from down there, so them can't trick nobody, man. And you can't just come here and beautify something and turn a camera upon it. And remember, it's a big community. And you can't just turn something and say, oh, me a work. You touch a road and say that is a work. Over time, you can't tell me a work. And when me go, me come there, me see people get job. When we go to the school, me go inspect the school them run proper, with proper teachers and everything. When we go check the station, me said proper and it have proper car and everything up. Me check the fire station, it have everything there, proper and ready, everything in order, right? So when we go through the whole of these things and mark them off, we can say, yes, this man work. And when we look at the infrastructure, when the rain fall, the place that flood out and nothing, people have them work and everything, then you say the government working. Nothing like that. I'm say zinc fence still put up behind your ratty. Them not working. Anytime it come down, we know when them work. No work now go on. If work it go on, do man no a bigger donkey. And it widespread all over Jamaica. See? Where's the herb?
Look, the work is going on, but the most interesting part is the work that is involved with the contracting when you talk about the Integrity Commission. Because I was just looking here at the investigations that's going on in the Integrity Commission report. And on page 197, I don't know if you have it out. but special investigation concerning allegations of favoritism, conflict of interest, impropriety, and irregularity in the reward of a contract by National Works Agency under the East Portland Special Mitigation Program 2017. I don't know if Ms. Vaz was there then. And then you have another one for award of a contract to Knightsman Security Limited for security services downtown transportation center. The same type of investigation. And then you have another one, awards of contract, issuance of license and the implementation of projects by the Jamaica Dairy Development Board. It is a host of different things. You have complaints in Northwestern St. Elizabeth, Petrojam, Jamaica Fire Brigade, Western Hanover Parish Council. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there that they're trading. So when they come out and they give away a donkey or what have you, that don't mean nothing because they've been horse trading all of these contracts. Somebody's getting a kickback. And this is why the Integrity Commission get a hold of these things. Because this thing is way out of hand at this stage. They tabled the report, but they have not. I don't believe they have handed over the actual investigative report yet. But they might have, because they did say six people are being investigated, and they've given that to Dalrymple and to Tom Tavares for tabling in both the House and the Senate. So we see a lot of things going on, but they need to step it up. And they need to tell us who is being investigated and why. This is where transparency comes in. And this is the Integrity Commission being bold. I sincerely believe they're taking pointers from our program and they're getting bolder in their approach. And they need to do that, defend themselves, defend their reputation.
You know what's funny? What I'm afraid of though is that, and I was thinking about it, Herb, as you explain what's going on with I think it's 6 parliamentarians and 35 public
officials,
public service officials, right?
Yeah.
Is that they were quick the other day when they tabled the report regarding the PM.
Mm-hmm.
That came out right away, followed next day with the refusal to prosecute, right? And that was over and done with. Right? Well, it's over and done with them, but as far as we're concerned, it's not over and done with. It's still an open case, and we plan to do something about that. But this one, why is it that it's taking so long? And what I'm afraid of is that people just so consumed with their little square and what's going on, that people not paying attention. I'm talking about people in and outside of Jamaica. They're not paying attention to the fact that apparently the prosecutors decided to prosecute these cases. And because if there was supposed to be no prosecution, we would have heard about it by now.
Right?
And we haven't heard, and nobody seems to be riled up and asking questions and saying, hey, we need, what's holding up these reports from being tabled and made public? What's holding it up? We don't know. So I'm just hopeful that we can keep the pressure on it, because otherwise it will be swept under the rug. You won't hear anything about it. And that's going to be a shame. And then they have the gag order, so the commission can't even talk about it.
That body, man. No, but you can't have a country run like this. Then the police, them in Jamaica, them don't act. Them politically.
But you know what? You know what? It just hit me. Just hit me. You see, when they're around smart people, you have to keep up with them. Some of them around you and Mary and Herb. So I have to put my P's and Q's and I keep up with them. Yeah, I have to keep up with them because I wait there. Oh my gosh, because I must push it over here. So, but you know what just done for me?
Yes.
What just done for me is that You can go around the Gagada, you know.
Yes.
Here's how you go around the Gagada. I can't find the document. It's there, but me find before the program done. The way you go around the Gagada is that there's a section in it that says that the DPP can take over any investigation, can review an investigation, can do anything. So the DPP is in a position the Gagada is for the Integrity Commission, not for the DPP.
Yes.
And the DPP makes statements all the time about people trying to investigate.
Yes.
Why can't she do it now?
So we make a force her to do it. Make her say if she's a man or a monster. A DPP me attack to, you know. If she's a man or a monster. Well, I don't know if you're a man or a monster. Check 5. Yeah? Because they need to take over the Gagada. They take over the investigation and then you can come talk about it.
Right.
So if the Gagada for them, that means she can't talk about it.
She can't talk
about it. But she not going to do it because who keep her there? Remember, she her term expire already from 3 years ago in a brother.
And she waiting for another approval now. So she not
another month. Yes.
Crazy.
So she
let me ask this of Herb and Will. In Montague coming out to say that, you know, he'll be charged before the election. Does the Integrity Commission have within their right the wherewithal to say to the person that they're investigating without violating the gag order that they're investigating? Do they have the right to say that to the person that they're investigating based on how far the investigation has progressed, if it is in fact so what he's saying?
Let me hazard a guess at that because I don't know the exact answer, but I think even if they could, they won't, because they've come under so much pressure. So I don't because then if they start that trend, then everybody will start coming to them and say, okay, tell me if I'm under investigation if you haven't started a review planning or whatever it is. The same thing that the MP would ask them to do, then all the other MPs could ask them to do. And I don't think they want to go down that slippery slope. So I think what they would do is they wouldn't say anything.
No, I'm not talking about the MP going to them. Okay, just using, for example, what happened with the case with President Trump, where Jack Smith said he's the subject of the investigation. So I am wondering whether or not the Integrity Commission can say to the, you know, that he's the subject of the investigation. And then, okay, that's what I'm asking.
No, they cannot. They cannot. That's part of the gag order.
So the gag order thing need to change though, because Integrity Commission have to be more independent than that. You see me I say?
Well, you're gonna have to go get enough people inside who are willing for. Well, they want to change it now anyway. Was it Warmington? MP
but they want to restrict it though.
Yeah, and they want to take away the power to prosecute too.
Yeah. And you can't have that. You know, you need transparency, and you need the only way a community can look at the contracting and the other things that's supposed to happen in the community and report on it. Report whether or not it's happening. Report if any shenanigans going on. You know, the community needs involvement. And that's part of community policing. They tell the police or tell the prosecutor what's going on, what they see themselves. So if you allocate $200 million for road and bridge repair, and the money run out before they can repair the road, but they repair the bridge, then you have to find out what the estimates were before, who they got it from, where that pricing come from, and why they could not meet the requirements of the contract. Because there's a lot of that stuff go on. And you see cost overrun, we go all the way back to what? Cornwall Regional Hospital. Yeah. They got to stop this kind of stuff. Like I say, now, when they make enough money, then they're going to be calling elections.
I think you're right.
Also Herb, not only with the contracts, look at all these grants, monies that they get, these donations that they get to deal with inner city youth programs.
Yeah.
The programs have not been implemented, yet there's no money. So it's not that the communities wouldn't be better if the money was invested. The monies were not invested. There is no money. And then the communities are still the same, if not worse. So there has to be transparency to say, okay, how can you get 40-something million from the US government for inner city youth programs? There are no programs that we can point to. Where is the money? You said the money is finished. So where did it go? Who has the money? Who was in charge of this money? So all of that, you know, needs to be addressed. And that's why there has to be transparency. And that is why the Integrity Commission needs not be hampered in their duty. They need not take away any more powers from them. As a matter of fact, they should give them some more powers.
Yep.
Because then they will be able to hold politicians, not only politicians, but the public servants accountable, because this cannot continue anymore.
You know, it is a fact that several politicians from both sides find investing in St. Lucia a very lucrative type of activity. So you have to ask yourself, okay, is everybody running away from Jamaican taxes? Are they creating tax shelters in St. Lucia? You know, what's the main attraction, right? And so if you can't empower the Integrity Commission to follow the money wherever it is, whether it's St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad, wherever they find that these guys been dropping money into outside accounts, and figure out where the money is coming from, because the money is in excess of the salaries that they earn. Then they need to take a look at where the money is, the source of the funds, right? And this is something that can empower the Integrity Commission.
No, but as I say, you know, them need to change. Them need to change the Gov't business for the Integrity Commission. It's supposed to be an independent, you know, body they will work where, you know, if you come up, them to come and call their name too. It cannot write that a citizen of Jamaica, them have you as a suspect. Somebody just call their name and police can come put you up on wanted list. But when you have some criminal, nasty piece of junky, nasty piece of shit, politician, our government ministers, rob and thief the public money, you have put Gov't and you must call them name because them for their integrity. That must work. One law for go right across the board. Me not believe in that. You understand? Them are investigate Chuck, don't we know about it? Them hide it. Yeah? Them not hide it. If them got the president house for some things, don't we know about it? And helicopter circle him house. In a Jamaica, you talk about Gov't. This is a joke. It's a goddamn joke. And then the police, them up there to them, not police. Google eat that nasty Gov't. Him for just go him is a puppet. Bailey is a puppet too. A matter of fact, the whole of them up at the top, they're a puppet. Yeah? You retire them in the interest of the public and then investigate them. Because of them aiding and betting these criminals to mash up the country. And that's straight. We have to talk straight. You understand? Them are part of the destruction we're going right now. Them are big dancey foot mama. Yes. And me say, yeah, big mama with her foot dry like Sahara Desert. No. Sahara Desert more humid than her foot. Big mama. Yes. You understand? Same way. Yes, Ratty. Now hear you.
Under section 94 of the Constitution,
yes,
it lays out the powers of the DPP, right? And it says the DPP is the top prosecutor in the land. Every other prosecutor is subordinate. And then when you go to section 34 of the Integrity Commission Act of 2017, right? It says that section 34, it says that they can go, the director of corruption as well as the commission itself, they can go to the DPP and seek an opinion. Where not only that, the DPP can step in. DPP can step in and talk about the investigation. because the Integrity Commission Act seeks to delineate, state the role and the responsibility of the Integrity Commission, not the DPP, because the DPP is superior to this, right? The DPP's power come straight out of the Constitution.
Right.
Yeah, the Integrity Commission, they come from they come from a power that's conferred on the Parliament, that's conferred on the Integrity Commission. So they're 2 steps away from the Constitution. She's in the Constitution. Her position is in the Constitution. So she could actually do it. But watch, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. No.
She's not do it. You see, as I said before, you see, them play politics with people money. And let me tell them again, when you have a government, if you have 2 parties and them run, and then at the day when election over, you form the government of Jamaica, not the government for JLP and the government for PMP. So when you are run Andrew, nobody can come tell us, hey, leave, hey, we're going to lay some egg. We don't have no sense. Nobody. Because remember, people, taxpayers, money, my sense. Remember, we have to talk to the 2 look and ask them right now, but each of car, we does germs. And I just, for 25 quid, we sell on a soul. 25 quid. Like 5 grand, 25 quid. Who they are US, UK, they may understand me. 25 quid. When you sell on a soul. Remember, nobody pan the pan in there, so Andrew them couldn't come buy out. Can't buy out. Andrew, Christopher Tough Tongue, well, Andrew the lightest thing, Ligel Clark, any one of them, there is nobody up here that them can buy out. And we in the diaspora for hold them accountable. Yeah? You understand? And when you have a government of a country, we no business of who you have the government of Jamaica, not government of labor right. Or a government of PMP. It no works so. It no works so. So remember, if you want a private life, nobody not calling him. Go back to private life. Go live your private life. Nobody not to call you. But when you have the budget and not spend people taxpayers money as you feel, it's not going to work. So it's not going to be business as usual. But you have big dirty thinking foot mama. Go on, can buy out and spread propaganda. Yeah? And be on a mouthpiece. We are well and accountable around here. We not play. We don't play around here. Yes,
it's funny because when you talk about corruption, I tell you how the lengths to what they'll go so as to hide information from the public. I asked the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade for lots of things. But one simple thing I asked them for was, give me the list of names who traveled at taxpayers' expense to go to the conference that was held in Rwanda last June. You know what I'm telling me? That information is protected information.
It cannot be. Because if we look, because remember, them do video, and we can go look upon them and we know South Jamaica them come from our city. Oh, it's for protected. Yeah, I have the information. We have to know the money spent.
Them say them not giving.
That means some kickbacks and some thief and some sitting. Yeah? It cannot be, that will be protected. Wait though. We get information and the nuclear code they get. Jamaica have nuclear code now.
As if people never see them, as if people never see the delegation.
Nuclear code.
Yeah, as if people never see the delegation are going in the conference hall. Yes. Because the whole of them, when them going in, you go by a country. Just going and sit down wherever you feel like,
No.
You're going as groups. You're going as groups under the banner of your country. Mm-hmm. So all of them are going to sit down there like this. Where spot the designated Jamaican delegation supposed to be. That's where all of them are going to be. And remember now, we know, you have dozens of people inside there now. It's a public forum. And they must say them other people never see them either. Them people never see them. Them people them are wear glasses or them shrouded. So nobody knows their identity, and you won't know their identity either. That's what they might tell me.
But we can't sit them and make them out. And tell them I'm the side of them. So if me want them and me just say, like when you ask them and them give you, we just come out tomorrow the next day and call out the whole of them name and fight them out where them did that wear.
But what we want them though, we want them forgive me.
That's why I let them give
Then when we get the list now,
hold them accountable.
Then we run the list by you, and then you can tell me if them people are there or not. Because they might not give me the complete list. They might only give me like a certain number. Then
we know the list. Them can't go around me. They might eat that. They not no sense. Because on where them can keep these things private and confidential unless all them alone go. them still got chat on themselves. As long as our people go with them, man like me are the winning, brother.
Yeah,
You
but
can't hide nothing from me, you know.
see,
Nothing. They can't hide from me.
Again, this thing is embarrassing for them.
Yes.
Because people are going to ask questions as to why is it that we had so many people going there? Why? And how much money? Well, we know how much it costs, 40 something, well, estimated, 42 or $44 million, right? For the whole thing, for the 18 of them get she and the remainder of them used for go to the conference. So people are going to ask. So them don't want that come to light. And it's lots of things I ask for. That is just that is normal things. We don't ask them for giving us secrets or no nothing confidential and stuff that the public should know about. But they say no, we're not gonna give it to you. So the DPP.
Yes. But hold on a second, Rasigan. The organizers of the conference also have that information. So them not giving to you is redundant, because they have to have a list of the people who are coming so that they know how many people they're supposed to be catering for in whatever space that they're going to utilize. They're utilizing. So not giving you the information it really points to the level of corruption that is running amok in Jamaica. The information is there. What are they talking about? Not giving it to you as privilege. It's not in privileged information. That's public information. If you want privileged information, you stay in private life.
Before you play a video, let me show you how silly these people are. Show you how silly these people are. I may have said it last week. I'm not sure, but what happened is that I asked them for some information regarding notes, memoranda, anything having to do with the trip, right? They wrote me back and said that it's within the exception because it has them give me a number like 6A, whatever. 6A say if it has to do with the function of the ministry, then no, they it's classified and so they can't give you. All right. So I write them back and they're in a quandary right now. So I write them back and say, well, listen, it's funny because the minister made a signed sworn statement. And in that signed sworn statement, she said she not get no gift, she not get no benefit. And she also said that it has nothing to do with her role as a senator. It has nothing to do with her role as a minister. And her ministry was not involved in spearheading this thing. So I said, so how could it be in your function then when she's saying that she never have anything to do with it and you guys never have anything to do with it? Then how is it in a function of you to keep that information from me? How? So now wait now to see them come back. If see them come back. But and then one more thing before you play the DPP. I don't know if you see the news with her where she had written the letter she didn't write the letter. The prosecutors wrote the letter to the Minister of Finance, saying that you told us that in the spirit of nationalism, in the spirit of tightening your belt for the country and sacrifice and all these nice things, you give us 20%, and you said the country didn't have any money, and then sometime thereafter, fairly close to when you gave us 20%, you give some politicians up to 300%.
Yes.
So them say, no. So they wrote a letter to him saying, no, we need to sit down with you and talk about this. And in fact, they went on strike last week.
Yes.
Thursday and Friday.
And hold on, no, say something else. No, let me just say something there, Sunday, you continue. The DPP herself, remember, Chuck did come out and say, we are make, public mischief because, them always say things on social media. You know where the DPP says she learned after strike? Panning through the media because she did a talk to them. The DPP check 5 me attack when we go shave her Santa. I mean, I'll stop. No one of Christmas. Go shave your Santa. Yeah. She said, she learned it through the media. The people them have to come strike. You know, pay the people them do what them have to do. You understand? It's bad. So all them attacks to them do this and them do package and what them do. Lot of people, the police them. What to them, the people, them don't transport authority and get them money yet, them see them package either, Them right to me, the amount of thing I have, it unbelievable, brother. Me alone ever for run some story, we not done till maybe 10 days. Everybody write to me, and yes, we have a government. We have a government. And then you have some people now who get the chicken back for you say, oh, me a labor right, and it's a labor right government, so who must talk. And if it's a PNP government, who must talk? No, a government, no stamp, no more labor right and PNP, none. So I could teach you something. It's the government of Jamaica. And when you have government and them a line them pocket and them are criminal, you have to find them out. You have to have people who hold them accountable. If a country not going to grow. A matter of fact, let me tell you something again. If a government, if you, like, them have a term limit. Because Angela tell lies, I'm going to make term limit, right? From 2016, Ratty. Now, if you have the term limit and you want to stay as a government and you want to function, you want to do something for the country, you should not thief. If you do what you say you do, it's simple for you to get up and do what you're doing and deliver. Not for talk, not for live for the big boys. Not for me, see NCB guide them and say, listen, we have $13.8 billion share. You say, oh, don't get too much money one time. As much money the bank can make that them two better, or them carry much billion for a year. It's unbelievable. Meanwhile, NCB have people that say, I want to keep 200,000. When you close my book, 12,000 gone, and then 500,000, and them now get it back. Nobody now get locked up. It's bad. A country can't run so. And if you want to get rid of corruption, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, Ratty, I'm going to ask, no. The best way to get rid of this, then money thing where you can't trail money. If I'm here, the government, me encourage the bank, I'm going to put something in place that everyone will have a bank account. It's good when you can transfer the money because if me I do look at gardening, Ratty, and all of a sudden I come with 100 million, the bank must refuse it, Ratty. They make my bank it and then the trace red flag, it clamp. So me now, them have me address and everything, me have to come now, them call me because police are so you come here, you know. Or you come buy this money. Me now win lotto. Me still a work and I done the look bushing. And me have to if the money identify, the money can go in at the state. Purse go help fix something, but it has sent me a prison. But instead, no, them no want that. You know why them no want it? Because the government threw them a patter cap too, and like draw money and kick back. Them no want them kind of little thing. Then when you look at take off poor people for this, them they have no bank account. That when them get the grant money with them a thief Ratty. You hear this? The people them have to line up in a line like I said, money and MoneyGram, and government pay. Who them use MoneyGram? Government pay MoneyGram now for up $10,000 to the people them. $10,000 in a pandemic. You remember, Ratty? Yep. Long line. And you know, so some people get on go 8.5 because who are give them the money and man they come to you. One of them, when them call it. One of them man when them call them security. And tell them say, boy, 1.5, and I'm gonna make you move up the line and get your money quick, you know. 1.5. Eh? So you get 8.5. So them that beat them purpose and spread the thing more. If you have a bank account, them send the money to your account. You know, simple. And then the government come with digital. And when we talk, them say, who did say that I never say that I print money? And I'm saying, why? But what I do it Kanjarati? Because the man lie bad, you know. He's dangerous, you know. He's dangerous, man. You're dangerous to the country. And a joke. You understand? What I do with him, Arab? Because if you hold him to him lies, then we have to find them out. We have to.
Well, you know, I thought that your case would have come up and then the court would have forced the commissioner to conduct investigations at the highest level. You know, because that's really what we want. There's a lot of shenanigans going on in the higher circles, right? But until we can get honest to goodness investigations underway and have a reporting system that have transparency, nothing's gonna happen. And that's very unfortunate. You know.
Very unfortunate. Maria. Yes, sister.
Corruption, hold on. Yes, the level of corruption. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, clear, man.
Okay. I'm saying that the level of corruption in Jamaica, you know, the amount of money that's lost to corruption in Jamaica would have made Jamaica one of the wealthiest countries in the Caribbean right now. And nobody can investigate honestly and fairly because everybody's in everybody's pocket. Everybody's everybody's friend. So with that happening, where do we go from here? Because I don't know. The police isn't doing their job. They put so much pressure on poor people. And if they were applying the same amount of pressure on the politicians and on the private sector organization and those who are in power who are really doing, as Herb said, their shenanigans, we would have a better country. But they're not doing that. They're literally not doing it. Why is it still there's no investigation of SSL? Nothing at all coming out about SSL. Why is there nothing at all coming out about the man who was found dead in Patrick Bailey's house? None of that. So what kind of country is Jamaica really?
You know that they might come with a court order thing. I'm at a fact seater, application seater. You don't say SSL seat right on the phone there, seater. Look on the application right there, look there. Application to shut down SSL set to open court. Set for open court, seater. Application to shutting down SSL. Oh, you shut down something where you never start to investigate nothing, you not talk to the people them yet. Nigel Clark.
So it's a liquidation of the company.
You cannot do that because if him do that now, then you never know what's going on in there. You see it? So the man come and pull one, and then they make him be an idiot thing going on, This is what them are going with front of eye. Over $3 billion that the woman couldn't move the $3 billion. Impossible. It's not a bank neither. It's a sign out and thing. She worked with the man 25 years and she start talk. So them want to whop now, You understand? Because politicians involved in it. And then look at Ratty. No, can you imagine now a man come the chief servant of the country, locked down FEMA account in 2021. And no charge and nobody investigating Ratty.
Well, all I can say is that I will talk to you and Maria for the year because some things are going to go on, We'll make some links and some things are going to go on. That's all I can say. Some things are going to go on. Some things are going to go on.
I will have said from the ear.
Yeah, but the DPP thing there, let me not talk about. When she said our troops wrote the letter to the minister. She came out now, and started support them. She came out last week and started supporting them.
Yes.
And the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, tell us to shout our depth. Him say, you to your depth, you can't come talk to me. You to your depth. Right? And this is because she had defend our people them now. I mean, albeit late, because them write the letter to him. And then CC she. So she was the one who should have drafted it. She was the one who should have advocated for them. But she wasn't. You know who she'd advocate for? She'd advocate for the police and said the reason why the judge chose the 52 scamming cases is because the police never present the evidence. And that the police need more resources and this and that and that and that. But she never talked about our own people. And our own people are the one who actually represented the state and lost the case. Right? So I don't know what's going on. It look like all hell broke loose in a John shop now because them start complaining about her. Until I said she must just sit on one side because this bigger than her. So, and this is a person who's a chief prosecutor, the Constitution. And then I tell her, I said she just go sit on one side and mind her business. So.
Yes, such is the level of Nigel Clark's disrespect. And if she was really doing her job as a DPP, Nigel Clark could never speak to her like that. So he feels emboldened because of how she has allowed herself to be used by the government. So if she was really protecting the people, advocating on the behalf of the people, irrespective of who is supposed to be charged, because what she should have done is taken that information from the Integrity Commission and do what she's supposed to be doing, because clearly people are supposed to be charged. That's her job. And if she was doing that, Nigel Clark would never have the ground on which to stand to speak to her like that.
True. And next thing though, you see, like how you did have Donald Trump and him have some judge where him put in and the film and them things said them are ruling in favor. Them judge in a ramp. Come here, judge. So when them say, hey, him forget charge or in this and that, like it frighten him. But a real judge them there. Them patriotic, them a real judge. In a Andrew case, so when them put you there, so you have to just answer to him. You know, so me have some vice note right now. Me not gonna play it tonight, but me have them where him have them show them what it sent to me. And them a tell me, oh, him Andrew structure the thing. Them say even the police, them or you have a police come talk, them say no, him change up that, them change up that. You notice certain police alone can come and make some speech and certain people can tell about the death and this and that. Me have it, I know. Me have them, yeah. Me say we could have take out a one day and play phone. Me have a lot of them for play phone, it are blown away. I know me have the thing them. When me say me have them, they are blown away. Them a tell you, oh, the man them construct the thing. And them not tell me, you know, when me run the thing, you know, who for company thing and everything. Me have it. Me have it in a voice note. When them talk to me. When one of them even say, listen me, loan some car, them that afraid for come on and people say, no, loan some now this or some, I can't tell you this. If you diss him, he might go diss your back. I mean, I tell you 100% if you diss loan some, he might go diss your back. But he not go just diss you some. It's a serious thing. You understand? I have it. I'm going to play them. Because it can from bad to worse. If you want to stay as a prime minister of a government, all you need to do, you do prime minister, you do government work. Yeah? You are the servant of the people. You make sure, look out for every single Jamaican. Not the big boys, them. Because you can't stay as prime minister as long as you want. But you think me that call a name, just be truthful though. Because we don't want to lie. We can't bother with this way. You tell lie on your granny and then your mother and then you go around there. So you say something, you come here, so you forgot. And you easy forgot like you have. You're a young boy, you know, man. Or you have Alzheimer's already. What do you do? How am I do that? I'm going to give him Alzheimer's. But he have something, man. Something about him, man. Because he does say something and come and say, it hurt me. Because he might tell lie upon me. And he might tell lie upon himself. And we. You see? You could have stayed there and be a prime minister as long as you want to serve the people well. Me not talk serve them for cut a ribbon and make some speech and say, me spend the most money, me do this. And when me look, me say police a push car. And the first thing in my life, no joke me and make ratty, me never see. Me not so young neither, you know. Me never seen in my life. Me say, man, I push a fire truck. And the first me ever see this in my life, ratty. Let me show you, because this is not a joke. Me never see that, you know. Me never see a fire truck get pushed by nobody in a Jamaica yet. Fire truck. Let me show you how me attack ratty.
It might be the first time in the whole world, something like that.
Me never see man a brought up fire truck. Remember, you know, the man said, all right, look here. Me never see this yet. Look here. Look this. Look at the state of the art. See, and people, let me stop it because hear this. Video talk and picture talk. So, more to the sister and Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm not like that. Let me look for the fire.
It's a Jamaica Fire Brigade.
Stop it.
They will not be outdone by the police.
Them can't outdone by the police. This history this. Me never see nobody at all. Nowhere at all in the world that push a fire truck. Me never see it. Me never see this. What you ever see this in Jamaica?
Yeah, can you imagine it? Can you imagine if them is a fire alarm and them have to respond to it?
Then a fire them go to man. Can you imagine how lightning strike up fire Santa and them figure out it all she get out.
So you say it's a fire alarm them respond to, right? That's all.
A fire must fire them go to this happen. See that look here. It's a joke. I need more of them. That's it. Them get paid for that though.
Overtime.
Oh God, man. Me never see that in Jamaica yet. Yes, still, me say, Dead Man Mackenzie. No, I record Andrew record every week, you know. You say you spend the most money, Dead Man same spend the most money and open a place. $500 million is a garage. It's a shop, and then I have to look at dirty bed in night and look at things. And it's a state of the art. And we have the fire truck. I just go out to just park something in. Don't have mobile. You remember when it happened? You just push up the shell and you don't have the truck for parking there. $500 million for the what, Ratty? And some people don't see that because them love party. When you wake up, when you have government, when you hold government accountable, let me tell you this. My mother, I repeat it again. My mother, I don't have no uncle left, you know. I don't have no granduncle, because remember we are grandfather now and them things, right? So we don't have no uncle at all left. My mother, I don't dirty brother and I can ask brother, you know. That's my mother, brother. In this life, I know that I know to me. And my mother can ask brother. She not there, rest in peace, ma'am. Then, but me not have no uncle left. None at all. The one of them gone home. That's my mother can ask brother, did. So me not pet people. Maybe just telling up from now. And like I have the sympathy for when I say, right, man in the wilderness. Me not have the time for that. Different man this. So me I talk me in a business about no party and nothing at all. Me just hold them accountable. Me in a business, me in a big friend. Me tell you straight. You understand? Them thing are wrong. This now, you should have call up the local government minister asking, oh, the man them push this, I say a state of the art, everything, and how much fire. Him talk. Him cut ribbon too. Him cut a lot of ribbon too. When you look at the police, they push the vehicle and say, oh, this me a push. You can't spend so much money, Ratty, as a state of the art. I'm gonna climb to a ceiling. I want me look them a push vehicle.
You know, the weirdest thing is that if there's one set of vehicles that should be maintained completely, fully, all the time, fire vehicles, you know, fire brigade.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. And emergency.
Because all emergency vehicles, but especially like the fire one, because them hardly go out, you know. And when them hardly go out, so you have to make sure so them things and I don't know what there's a papa, but
that's a mighty shame, though. That is a mighty shame. If you're pushing a fire truck, you're pushing a police, a patrol car, and the politicians get 300% salary increase. Come on now, that's ridiculous.
And that is them now we talk about, you know. And this hurt them, you know. When we talk about this, we not just talk about one thing, but we are show you the state of the country. Right now, me just see a dead man I say two things. Me just see a dead man I say them have spent 172 million because the sewage system collapsed. By the way, me not see the sewage plant downtown where the water did that one go. In the harbor. In the harbor, the nasty filthy water. We flood out the whole place. I took the Chinese mates are complain now. They're going to fix it. Even that collapse. So if I you sit down there so the whole time and then the me down there and the one of them sit down, it just a pile up and a run on the road and only just say it collapse. It collapse. So down the road and collapse.
Look.
In a collapse, you know, it clogged.
I don't know anything about engineering, but one of the things I said a long time ago, right? I don't know anything about engineering, but one of the things I said a long time ago, when they started putting up all of the buildings, the high rises and things like that, and the population start exploding at Kingston, said, but wait a minute, well, this increased sewage ago, them have because remember now, remember now. They haven't done anything to the sewage plants. No. We don't have a lot of places in Kingston. The drainage system is the road.
And the harbor.
Right. So I started, how come in the cinema building, you know, the drainage system, the sewage system, the pipes, the water, anything like that? How come in the see that? Because the buildings have go up.
Yeah.
Right? I said more people are moving to Kingston and St. Andrew. But the infrastructure to support those people is still the same. When the population was like nothing.
Yes.
Something has to give. It can't continue like that. So I'm not surprised now that them come now and say, okay, them have $175 million.
170, yes. Because it collapse. No collapse. If it collapse, I'll take on the road because water that. So if the pipe them really clog and them are overflow, you know, all kind of things in them. So it overflow and push and it have to clean the whole of them thing. And then it's too small, the amount run down.
Too small, yeah. So them have to,
right? So them want some bigger thing, but he must say them collapse. Like I tell him, if you open them, remember we do building and them thing, then you have to run pipe and run something. So it does on a bigger scale. So me I tell him say Anna collapse.
Yeah, but
the water, it'll take down the road because the barber green thin. So it no collapse. Like when they make Mackenzie tell you that, that's foolishness. Can't tell me that. You understand?
But the minister project is added to that yet, right again?
Repeat.
The lease plat project is not added to all of that as yet.
No, so the documents I not added to it yet. So the documents
there you go. So you see, right.
Yeah, right on top. You have them right there. So no, the lease plat not added to that. No. And the lease plat won't be a big problem because the way it's designed right now, when the waste start come down because of the composition of the rock, it going to seep through, and the people down at the bottom of the hill,
drinking water.
them going to feel it down there.
Are you saying there's not a proper sewage system, piping and stuff running from the hill all the way down?
No,
downtown, the proper system have a run it, they go there and run it in the harbor. Them not have a proper sewage system. I clean up nothing. Them have some little thing over Portmore where you see where crocodile living at them and where them that run it and thing. In Kingston, you don't see that. You don't see that. You understand? Especially to run down. Can't run from downtown, go uptown, you know. You understand?
Right.
Because them that want some upper. Which part is there? Upper, when you go up 20 hill there, so you know that I think the way that's here, but I mean everything that I work. And that I go up. So this I run come down. We don't see none. Them run them to the harbor. Because and that's good for the fish them where you eat and all kind of things. So they want to pollute the thing.
With a PVC piping system, you can add pumps to it, and you can create a whole lot of suction to get that stuff moving in any direction, really.
All right. Let me tell you what I'm going up a lease flat there, since you asked about it. And this is under the section sewage, right?
Yeah.
It says, and listen to, and this has to do with the Prime Minister's wife, the MP.
Right.
All right. It says, concerning the provisions for sewage, approvals were given for facilities as shown in the diagram. However, a subsequent site visit reveals a departure from what is shown on the diagram sheet. So whatever them give the city and said, this is how we're going to take care of it, them do something completely different. And it says, there seems to be only provision for an absorption pit and no evidence of biodigester, gravel filter bed, and chlorine chamber. These are all the things you need to process it. They don't have that. They only have a holding thing. And them say, listen, listen to this part here. Additionally, there may be concerns regarding the placement of the absorption pit in an area dominated by steep slope. The vibration resulting from the drilling, blasting, and extensive excavation work may cause fissures to open up in the underlying limestone. Raw sewage may seep through these fissures and in some instances may be evident downslope. There is also the potential for foul odor generated due to the possibility of sewage leaking through rock fissures. This is why I want a police for that.
So, right? So they cut corners. They don't do everything that's outlined in the plan, and as a result, the thing is now in danger of breaking down and causing all that leakage.
Yeah, for the processing, waste processing, they're supposed to have the gravel pit, the chlorine chamber, the absorption pit, all these things. They only do one just for the holding area, them just that alone. And where the land surveyors them says that because them do so much drilling and it's limestone, and we know limestone porous, them say no. What happens is that at some point it's going to leak out of that, and it's going to leak right down to the bottom of the hill. So the people who live below this site will be onto them.
Right. So which also means, Rattigan, that the permits that were given should not have been given, as well as the environmental protection agencies that should have been monitoring this have been deceived then, because what you have just read, there's a conflict there with what was given as against what is happening. So why did she get the permits for doing this when it's not environmentally sound?
Right. Or they should, once they give her the permit and then there's a deviation. Remember they did a site visit, they should have stopped the work and said no further work until you come back and you correct correct this first, and then we can move on. So I don't know. I don't know.
But you know the biggest problem out of the whole of that for me, because this is an extra big problem, you know. But the biggest problem out of this is a Prime Minister wife, but also a member of Parliament. And they can work, you know. And if this a conflict of interest and police and all kind of things, something wrong, and then a big $800 million project. Not my word. It come out of the paper itself, it not quote. $800 million project got started. $800 million. Where the money come from? That's the number one question, you know. And it can't be answered no. Because there is no police, no DPP, nothing at all. Them just slow it. And them silent on certain things in the ratty. As a Jamaica run, you know. You must ask. You must ask about the chuck, then you must ask about nothing. It can't run so no more. You understand? This have to stop. It have to stop. When since, you know, so me get a video one more show you know. Let me show it right now too, you know. Right now, it quick. Let me show you now. Let me show you right now because look for that video here. And at the last part I more you're taking. Hear this, Ratty. Hear this. $1
million award when him get or when him give himself is he going to spend to help the people. I have committed because I don't feel comfortable no say rank and file police officer, rank and file teacher, correctional officer, etc. Even if them get what appears to be a big money, all of the allowances when them roll in to make that money they fat, them tax the whole of that now when they check a stock. Take home pay what them get compared to before is just marginally higher. So they not feel comfortable, they not feel justified. Many of them feel demoralized, demotivated, and all we know we have a problem keeping good people in the public service. Teachers, nurses, police officers, etc. The Prime Minister talk about him have to pay politicians 200% and 300% increase to get good people to come in politics. Since when you win a politics to make money unless you're a thief?
Let me hear the part like this one here.
Since when you win a politics to make money unless you're a thief? Since when you win a politics to make money unless you're a damn thief?
But remember me when I hear when me just hear look a while because me hear good. And that me that say all a while, but me don't know you're going to politics with nothing. Me think it's a service. But the money have everything, a helicopter, everything them have, brother. Let me hear that.
Since when you going to politics to make money unless you're a damn thief? Increase to get good people to come in politics. Since when you going to politics to make money unless you're a thief? Since when you going to politics to make money unless you're a damn thief?
That a serious, Ratty. And that me I talk about, you know, because I think it was a service.
Well, you won't hear a politician tell the same going to politics to make money. None of them will tell you that. Yeah, but none of them will say that. So,
but we see it.
Right.
Come on, them answer. Because remember, you know, and I like it have money before. You have some, all right, like Dan Webby, you know, same, but you know, same there, Grace Kennedy, we know same have money. Me know some of them have money. Me know some Mark have money. Me know some Lisa have money. Me know some people have money. You understand? But you have some people going to politics. Councillor, this and that, but the amount of things them own just in a few years, it's unbelievable. Coming like some leaders from Africa, some leader from South America and them place there. How much money the president get? Him get around $10 million for him a year time, I think. US president. US president.
No, sir.
No.
Him can just take gift from anybody. Him get 400,000. But me go on, just want them hear something 400,000. Him can't take gift from anybody and just take it as him want.
No, I'm have to clear them.
No.
But
And then also,
and
also there are conflict of interest laws which say that him cannot take certain gifts. No, if a head of state can give him like a ceremonial gift, but him can't take it as a personal gift. That gone, that gone to the US government. Him can't keep that. That gone.
And a film gift for the US government gift.
Exactly.
Okay. And tell me something. Him could have done now and Jill Biden. I built $800 million place and just a bill.
No. Yeah, should have been locked up.
They come from poor background and she just start bill in a government same way. It can't work, Sarati.
Never.
Why them investigate Hunter Biden? Because he was a vice president and them say Hunter Biden I use that on a cut deal. Now that them say.
But that's nepotism, and whatever. But that is nepotism, and as a matter of fact, nepotism is rampant throughout the U.S. government. You can say the same thing about the Kushners and the Trumps and many others. Many others.
For you, But in a Jamaica,
but they will come after. They will go after them, and rightly so. But you just talk about who goes into politics to become wealthy. But I still cannot understand for the life of me how Andrew Holness went from having, for argument's sake, $0 when he entered politics, and in 2021 his net worth was $192 million.
But it
how? And the things that he owns, the things his wealth doesn't match up to his salary. His salary could not have given him all those things. So and then the Jamaican people sitting on and saying that they're die-hearted, this and die-hearted. You cannot be die-hearted. And that is why we have a situation where a woman can beg a donkey and get the donkey instead of the prime minister fixing the road.
And tell me something now. Them have some laws where you can't prove your thing. Right now, because you have enough youth. Enough I want to get to you to talk about me. I'm liberal, I'm your pimp, let me tell you this. Them have some laws right now. You might have say your hustler are foreign and you get it deep and you come back and you put something in your granny name and think them all look at your granny and say she never work it. Oh, she have 20 million and I think them are going to take it. Them have the law to take it, don't it, Ratty? Them have it right now in Jamaica. But uncle the big boy, them not lose for them one. Uno lose for one and they can't see the pick up for them. Them write the law for ghetto youths. Not for them. When them do something, them get away. That's right, Ratty.
Exactly.
Yeah. Eh? You have a law just it go right across the board. It can't be just a little man here. You say, oh, I'm get this, never sees it. For crime, what them call it, Proceed of Crime Act. But never against politician, brother.
Proceed of
crime. Eh? See, if you take money or crime that same way.
Unexplained wealth or something like that, them call the other one her.
The Proceed of Crime Act and is it ill-gotten?
I think for the politician, they call it unexplained
affluence.
Yeah, something.
Or yes, illicit enrichment. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, them can't explain themselves because about six member of parliament, six ministers, something now, them have under investigation for the unexplained wealth. Yeah? And then them have 7 now whenever they declare something, tell lie. Why that your politician is supposed to be truthful. So you tell the people them lie up to that when I declare and tell lies, see me, man. Them should have kicked out to the parliament for these things.
Oh, hold on, but you know something? Yes. No, that just trigger something. When name Leslie Campbell, former Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. You notice how them come out with theme one and them announce it.
Oh.
The one to the other 6. How come them can't announce the other 6? Them announce theme one already, you know.
Okay.
And them lie up already. And I try do a thing with Integrity Commission. So what's holding up the remaining 6? Could there be more important people than Leslie Campbell? I think so.
You see what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It's bad. So when we are running talk about corruption,
it goes all the way up the food chain, Rattigan. It goes all because I don't know if you're watching a few, was it last week or the week before when it was tabled and the Speaker of the House was throwing a tantrum about putting it off for a few months because it should be read and they need to just stop, looking at things and read everything through. I don't know if you saw that sitting of Parliament. I think it was last week.
A lot of stalling went on with her.
Why never start?
And she was adamant. And I think it was the opposition spokesman and finance were like, why not table it now? It's here. You did one, so why not do all of it now? Right. And she was besides herself. And Gwen was like, no. And she's not going to change her mind on that. And they have to read. And I'm like, why is that so? Is she implicated? That's what I came away from it with. Is she in this? Is her name in this document that it read it carefully and make sure you know what you're saying.
All right, let me just read something. Who does say Sue? She said the Prime Minister declared for his family, wife and children. Children include children. Me don't know them a work out what them have. Me just know saying just put fat add math, right? And amount declared done. Okay. So where Maria did that about the 190 million. If you have a wife and thing included, remember now, him no make no declaration, them send something and from 2021,
them can't verify.
Them not verify him from 2021. And by the way, if your wife come out to that building and say 800 million, this are them the wife and everything included, it could be 190 either. And then from 2021 or 2020, or you jump from that till you have a building of 800 million, and then here we have more chops and you have more things, and plus the house. That means you pass $1 billion then. The house itself of a Beverly Hills that value more than 300 million, you know. Because some of the clothes have value 100 million, you know. See? And 800 million, I say 300 or 400 million, that over 1.2, 400 million, 1.2 billion. So we can't stop this, so 190. So I'm going to put it down there to the lower end. But the kids, them are go school. So even if they declare, remember, do my taxes every February, not March or April. I'm going to do my declaration same way and everything, every February. See? So I know about it. See? Call up my tax man, I know about it, man. So these are the things that we are talking about. When you add other things to it, whether bulk of thing that come from in 2 years then. Because if you say 2020 and then put up something 2021 and 2023 by 2-3 years, where you have so much money I work with. And by the way, you're not supposed to even do that because you will get kickbacks because you're the Prime Minister wife. So if you buy sand, gravel, steel, cement, people are want to give you something for you, give them deal too. And that's why you have something to protect them, you know. That's why you can't have a minister, have a rice mill around. Because them can't do certain things and them get kicked back. That's why you can't have a minister of gas station around. Because Petrodam down where you looking get kicked and you look, Petrodam lose 500 million barrel of oil, $5 billion when you look. I ain't a film gas station, you know. I'm not joking, it's serious. But no police investigate these things. Remember again. And that's why you shouldn't even have no soldier a dive to go feel the pipe them to say if it leak out in the harbor. All that stupidity, brother. It's brother, if you have 500 million barrel of oil leak out in the harbor, let me tell you this, international help would have to come and come clean up the harbor because it's lucky in. The oil are gonna float up. See? All that them shouldn't send nobody a waste to go dive and feel if you have an oil spill or oil leak. Come on now. That's stupid. See? It's stupid. No, but if you talk to them that way, you know, because them take off the idiot. That's how we laugh, you know. But we sit around there and remember we question everything, you know. I want to give them some facts check around there. Remember, we not just talk, you know, when we talk, you know, it make them tremble, them sit down and watch, you know, because I know them have to sit down up at the house there and watch me. And I tremble. What is this? Keep it real.
Them have the 6 investigations concerning our 6 investigations concerning 6 MPs and 35. So that's what we've been told. 35 civil servants, right?
Mm.
And them don't want to release it. But you know them still don't want to do either. Them don't want to sign the code of conduct. Up to now, them not sign it.
Mm.
And I'm wondering why. Why you still don't sign the code of conduct?
You can't sign something that you're going to be in immediate violation of, right? So there must be in several people in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just said, "Boy, I'm sorry. Finish, herb."
No, go ahead.
All right. So Keisha C, you don't say the wife contract make Owen's family wealthy. From as far back as when she quit her private job, me have the interview. She was using government contract to make money. She said she go work with government and she'll do the little thing and then she buy a piece of land. Couldn't make her wealthy. Yeah? So that about that. Remember me have the interview, me have it, man. But she talk and everything else she go up and me have it.
But
she said, from she work with the biscuit place and then what she do. And a matter of fact, she never talk about her husband like she and her husband and she get the place. From the man who work at Excelsior, she get her first piece of place to buy up a Barbican and then she have it, but she never have no money to build it. And then she do it. What you talk say? Me know about that not make you wealthy. You know much people build house and them still not wealthy, so. You must be proud of this thing long time and still not well to so much company, private company in Jamaica. Eh? We know about it, man. We do building too, man. Build place, and I joke me, man.
No, but hold on there. You need to find something on that. You know how much people I do this for a living.
I know make them
every
money.
day.
Can't.
Yeah.
Because when you withdraw the whole build everything, you can't see them money. You understand? It's impossible. And that's what it make. You see me? And that's what it make, man.
But
you know about kickbacks and everything, you know. And we ask the police, oh, they not investigate. Jamaica is not a real place. You have to get real.
But if she was making her money above board, it would have been there in black and white for everybody to see.
It's simple, so you don't declare it.
It be verified.
So you can't talk to somebody when they declare themselves or not.
What's the source of the income?
Brother, but me I tell them something. If you're a brother, leave and go foreign now, and we don't know how making money and him come down and you have your mother and you, and then get something, and when them are come feet member, you have outside too. Cause them are gonna take it. But them up there, so them not take for them things. You notice them not clear the court portal now, and then the rest of drugs. No, them want lock down SSL. Wind it up same way. Them a find a way for it. That mean you know you're not all outside. You know, see a criminal act that. A criminality in front of your eyes. These are criminal acts. And the police them now move because who them put in charge? A big nasty Google gaga with free in a pampas. Now give me a tricycle I know. Ratty, me have the tricycle, you know. You know, around 2 years, Cabreck I do up on it. I mean, all right, you might think I joke, and a Cabreck I does. See that? Well, pretty film, see that? I'm at me everyone think I drop and chip up. Google, you know I get it again. Me just put it there, I get it. No, somebody else I get it. Me not get Google. See? They're not investigation. But they might investigate some man. Some man that talk about who me are done. Me have this and that and who me have a money, you know, me gone in a car company. You will get investigated and they take away your things. So make sure when the law out there, the law for equal across the board for everybody. Nobody not bigger than the law. And just that we are asked. Just that, you know. And we have to open an eye. And then who say, no, right, don't this. Stop that foolishness there. You're Jamaican. With a PMP or Labour, you're Jamaican. When you have a government and the government want to wreck up the place, who might not see because you might get a 5 grand. And that makes man get a bicycle to me, have a tricycle, I get a little, either the car when fee say, we have around 800,000 miles per night, and fee say, oh, you give me a ring, and you get a little ticket for fly out. Where, I mean, anybody can get the ticket to government. And you rate them now, because them give me a ticket, them where you think government did that for. Eh? But a man got a house and give me a fee money, you know. But me get a house, you know. So me not lucky where him do me, I pick up fee. And these things mash up the country. Them things they mash up the country and if you get real. Hold them accountable. You can't self-center that them can just come and do anything. No go prison. Man dead in a man house, alpha liar, Prime Minister liar, him with the ADMAT thing, and him do it. CM Bailey. Okay. The young man said, when one say him not going to prison. No care what them do, nobody. But we all read there. They might try to show with the charge. And then me ask about some little youth, know the one of them they are prison. From when? Them don't like dog. Woman, if you just a baby in a man, baby pain and a normal pain. See? Because here some man don't know them things then, because they never go in a delivery room yet when them wife are deliver baby and you know them a doctor role and you know,
Exhibit A, yes, trust me, I know what you're talking about, trust me.
All right, good. So when you
no joke.
Yes, and them kind of thing they know, so yo, and an easy road, them kind of road there, you know. See? So the woman them low, the politician them for you vote for them. And then by the most weapon of destruction for this trial, you look on them. As I said, they don't get no chance because them are criminal, the thief and go to them for them. But politicians are thief billions. And they say, yes, I'm dodge this. Something wrong with you know now for wake up. Nothing can go under my book. Me will everybody right across the board. But good for the goose, good for the gander. And even the flounder too. You understand? We no business. No search for God. No search for God to laugh. But I said for God straight
straight across the board. Straight across the board. Right across the board.
Straight across the board, brother.
Let me ask you with the permission to switch and talk to me about, I'm sure you have information about this.
Yes.
Where the police commissioner announced recently that he make several announcements, but one of them was that murders were trending down. And then I heard recently that they had something like 70 murders in a short period of time.
Yeah. Every time I'm talking, that happening, you know.
Because I remember you one time saying that him talk too soon. I'm supposed to wait because every time him do it, by the middle of the year him do it, and then all of a sudden it's like the criminals them say, wait, we're not doing a job, man. You know, and then the next thing you go out hear about a murder spree. That's one. The second thing is, I think he made a proposal for the tabling of some legislation concerning social media commentators, right? Saying that they're I forgot what mischief makers or something to that effect.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
No. Only mischief maker in Jamaica at the government right now. Yeah, I know there's mischief makers on Patakat. And him. Because him and a police, brother. Him not have no authority. No more as authority for even talk to nobody about me. I'm a mischief maker, you know. Because him just put on there to just back the foolishness. Google can have no sense, you know, brother. Him and a police, you know. Me no respect him as no police, me I tell you straight. Google, just listen what me I tell you. You are no police. Real police to get up and want to demonstrate or do something and you're not working with him. Rank and file police because and uno if you strike then say uno have to move this income. Hey, listen, this guy and a police. That's what I know. So
what happened is that the police, I think, out of their sense of duty to the country, they won't take industrial action. I mean, like a strike. I mean, maybe they'll go on a go slow or a sick out or something like that. Sick out. But
they have to do something.
Yeah, well, I don't think that they'll do a full blown industrial full blown industrial action. But it's just interesting that they're trying to police social media commentators. I'm wondering if they're talking about people in Jamaica or people overseas. Because how are they going to do it if you're overseas?
No, because hear this now. Really, all right. So are we want to talk to? But remember we have.
Yeah, but how am I going to police us from
from? Because remember him they come to Washington, you know. We're not supposed to do neither. Because I'm not the national security minister. And me just stop in the because me overseas and better me and this. And then sit down and say, but we not as criminal and we as international police. So, but when them get this answer there from, I don't care, you know. Him and a police. So the 30 man, let me tell you now. So him did go over there and say, him get a name them. Them get a name. How much of the 30 man them gone with that now? Me not tell people say a foolishness. It's an XPR stunt fail. How much man them gone with Ratty?
Well, you're
how much man them hold from out of the 30?
Yeah, no.
Him and I tell you, we are going to get you a threatened US citizen. Me are going to get you can't threaten a green card while a US citizen. I hear that. We don't know better than that. So even if them be bad at Jamaica, them have them paper. So, you're going to threaten them. Eh? That makes sense, Ratty? Eh? How much them get? I don't know. Them get anybody?
But his characters are misplaced. His characters are misplaced.
Eh?
His priorities are misplaced. But then it come out to another one, you know, another idea, you know, another grand idea of it, you know. When say he want to form a task force comprising of retired policemen, retired soldiers, retired policemen and women, retired soldiers, and private citizens who have gun permits. And yesterday I had the chairman of the Police Federation on the show, and him say that idea is not ready to take flight. That idea is on the ground because you have to come up with a whole bunch of regulations and things like that for govern that.
You know? So, as people in a prison, you know. Can you imagine now you have your gun permit and him want to use you now and you see a man. Nah, trouble you, no busy with you, you see him. You back out your gun, go juke up the man. Remember, it's illegal gun that, brother. It's illegal because you have juke it down where you go. Remember, if you back your gun for me, you have gun permit, say that's illegal. Because remember, and I can't defend your life, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Life and property.
Yeah,
so when a man a war, that mean you draw your gun pan him because it has so much regulation that you will go to prison. So if they got, let me tell you, Google Gaga said, me should need to explain that, brother. They may not want me supposed to explain, Google, you give me too much work, No, man, you fuck.
No, what am I do? What am I do? Again, what happened is that.
Hold on, Ratty, please, before you ask for something. Mary, just call him name for me now, please, and make me feel better, man. Please, and thanks. Maria.
Wayne.
Yes.
Maria says too painful.
Google Gaga is my best friend. You need to stop it.
No, Wayne, Maria.
Wayne, Google Gaga Google Gaga is my best friend. Okay, you need to stop it. That's my friend.
But you can't continue now. Me don't feel better now. Maria, where the place pop up? Where's the herb?
You don't want Maria breaking down on you. Hey, listen.
He's my best friend.
With everything you guys talk about, right?
Yes.
That reserve force, what him trying to form, they would have to put them through training and some kind of recertification with weapons, right? To ensure that they understand use of force policy and that they cannot exceed the police use of force policy. You can't go around shooting up the place, in other words. But yeah, when you have retired people,
now because you use private citizens with them gun.
Yeah.
And Google Gaga tell us, boy, me want know if you come with a man for them charge you for that kind of thing because you see a man, don't run. And back your gun pan, that is illegal possession of firearm. Want to read that, Google?
But this is the thing about it is that they would have to go pass some new regulations.
You know, that me I tell you.
That's something, that idea there.
Some police. So when the train, but the man they might retire and some of them are turning them police.
And so
new police force.
Yeah, so the idea that is just something just throw for people.
Who can have the sense
that okay, he's trying to do something, but he's not. If people think through it and realize that look, even if this is something that's going to happen, it's not going to happen now because you're going to have to get regulations in place. You're going to have to have a training regimen. You're going to have to go to get a place where them are going to meet, and you're going to have to go get protocols how them can act, or them when them can act, operation plans, or when them go out, who's in charge. That's another thing. Who's in charge when them go out on a raid? Them in charge, or you deputize them? This is not, again, people. I've said it before, and I continue to maintain that this police commissioner is a direct threat to the safety and security of the people of Jamaica because he has no idea what he's doing. None. Listen to this nonsense that him spending time come up with. But I wonder if I dream them things out, or him really sit down with it with advisors and come up with something like this.
When him nanny can go preach and be and something, but I know. No advisor. I'm not advisor for tell him nothing,
Hold on a second.
This no sense,
Hold on a second. You hear what happened last week? I think it was last week, Thursday, with the appeals court in Jamaica that ruled that SOEs are unconstitutional.
But we tell them already. Of course. But we tell them already. Look what them do with it.
I think they have more than about 200 people await right now. So they are going to get sued left, right, and center.
Yes, so taxpayers will pay that bill.
I know them, I taxpayers money. And by the way, that's a crab place. That a coconut crab, or you want to call him, dairy crab. A dairy crab. Him spent a couple billion in place already. Where it do? In the Zozo. Where the money spend though? Move the zinc fence, where we don't know. And in a West Kingston, they spend a couple billion down there too. Where the war that go on the other day when they shoot up. Where the money do? You see, these are the things that people don't realize, them man of them to be a fierce man. Coconut crab, dairy crab, you need to be a fierce man. It's wrong. And next thing what them are do wrong, people, let me tell you now again. Remember that you have 30 days of experience of FBI, real FBI, real work, real police work, real policing them I deal with them man and station all about, right? I got a liar too, you know. No matter rat light, you know, rat in a light. Google, you can't walk near rat in no time at all, you know. No time. You got to make him do it.
Man dislike me now.
Yeah?
You make him dislike me now.
Rattigani has to ask you permission to come beside you, okay?
Marie?
One thing I can tell you.
Who you talking, Marie?
Google Gaga.
No,
Google Gaga.
Me, who you talking, Marie? Who?
Google Gaga.
Oh!
Stop it.
Hey. The one thing I can tell you is that you would never hear from me if I were police commissioner, and I wouldn't expect any police commissioner, given the crime situation in Jamaica, to say that I am here, no matter where they are. I am here and I'm not wearing my police commissioner's hat. You wear that hat until you leave that post, because Jamaica is swimming in crime, right? And criminals. And so you keep wearing that hat 24 hours a day. I'm waiting for somebody to ask him what keeps you up at night. And I'm waiting for him to respond to say nothing.
No, I'm asking nipple buckle.
No.
Very well.
Can you be drinking milk before I'm going to bed, man? Go on a police and I read police. But eyes on the file are dead. Eyes on the file are good, sir. Where the place are mash up. No, man, Google on the police. Google you watch you on the police better. You mash up your head. Google you get 91% disapproval ratings and can you keep your one. And then all you do, me I tell you say me I play it maybe tomorrow and think all the man them do. Eyes on the file them are dead, you know, man. No man, them are dead. Marie, you mash up the place, you know. You have to say the name again, man. Googs.
No. You don't need to leave my best friend alone. Stop it.
I heard Amari a friend that man.
I'm very
sidekick of my virgin. Sidekick of my virgin.
Yeah.
Who's on?
Him sidekick of my virgin.
Oh, the sidekick.
Communications guy of my virgin.
Oh.
Yeah,
the one with the police snider.
No. Man, we're uniform. What do you mean? Man have a uniform.
Remember, but they told them a fake cop. Them forget charge and everything. For impersonating police. Google Gaga forget to be a charge, you know. Because the man take gun. I want to go big bulldozer. And I said the him find stand under, him find go understand. I want them to understand.
By the way, what to your lawsuit? Everybody asks me, what to your lawsuit?
You know, so them push it down. I care about the lie and them have
feedback. I get a feedback.
Yes. That seems like your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I get a feedback.
Them thing.
Huh?
So when I done that, I call him and then I call him tomorrow, make him come talk and when the ear walk on, you know. Because what them are doing, you know, say them down the south, so them like play with the thing, you know. Like you, them push it back a couple months. And a matter of fact, them did have real read fair film thing for come up from June and we don't know what happened to it neither. You know for them thing already, man. Eh?
Yeah.
So when them push me back, it make it I better when I run make my thing run faster because I know I beat Google, you know. When I Google, but you know when I'm going to do they might have got see there. For Google, but Google and real police, I tell them the truth.
Well, me no mind them push it back, you know, because just to make everybody know what happened. My thing, them push it till September. I'm the one who said to them, no, push it till October. And there's a reason why I asked them to push it to October, because I'm not sure them say me not go nowhere. And what I got between now and October, I'm going to have a ton of information between now and October. So I never want to go September. I want to go October because I'm working with quite a few people in and outside the government. And I'm collecting. And when the time comes, everything what we need will be in place. Everything what we need not in place right now. So, you know, patience.
The more them push back and the more them better. So the more and when them do something, I'm talking to my liar, I do come around, I expose Google more. It don't gonna build up more things. So when them go back in there, them say, go on a police, go you have to leave. You understand? You're not police. And next thing when them are do wrong, and people will tell them, government, you know, if you want to do it wrong. You want to deal with legislation and deal with them things, right? You're not supposed to have a crab out there in a police affairs. Him to deal with the legislation part and everything. Now, security, but if you have a crab, but not a police. Which part ever say, Minister National Security walk up and down with police, murder scene, him attack. A job him a try to secure that not happen nowhere at all in the world. A police do these things and make the speech. Them go about them business. What you do with that doctor crab out there, so? Eh? For when them go out there, man a wait and then some shootout one. Can you imagine how crab are up sideways and you have to push your body now for cover crab, man? Eh? Crab try to go in a crab bush. You have to try to secure crab. Eh? You can't do that. Him a civilian, him not supposed to out there. But the man a behave like him at a police. Crab, you know. Crab, you ain't a police. You're a politician. See? So that's wrong completely again. Even Christopher Tough Tongue. Me see me make a bag of speech, that's wrong again. You're supposed to have some senior doctors or somebody were in charge, and you have the ministry, you have some people who come out, come talk. Because them know. Me not see no minister. I run up and down and talk about this and that. Every year about this. Remember him know nothing, you know, and I read that tonight, you know. You understand? Up on paper. PhD. So he might come tell you about this and the rise and that. It's not your duty. Every other country run, them have them senior people who are medical doctor or something, and them in charge, and them come make, and them call the shot. Them have Dr. Fashi, when them Fassi, Fashi. Dr. Fashi.
No, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci.
Eh? Fashi. Good. And also you have the medical people there. Oh, it will be in a Jamaica alone. You have Christopher Tough Tongue. I give it chat. Because the politics them have played them to stop it. The man them need them working too. They make everything happen. And then people will see. You know, have to come and tell we say, me I work. Me not supposed to see the Prime Minister cutting the ribbon and give nobody in the house like I'm bite for them, you know. And that's a foolishness. When me I drive by the road, when me look now, me see it mash up and them tomorrow, when me look the one of the road, them just start fix. The zinc fence and move. When me look, Java create. You understand when me I say the school and fix up. When you look at it, and then you know, say, okay, this man performing. Even now, if you come and say, you know, so me I perform. But you tell me I perform on the road, them mash up and stay. So you hear that? Eh? So you do, just want to come do PR stunt and then talk and then follow what you say. But me not see the reality front of me. When I hear that, how will them get that from Ratty? Eh?
Out of nowhere.
It's coming like a man. You go here and you know you have a bit, you say you run a boat. Remember you're hungry, you know. I'm gonna say, yeah man, food done. But when you look the fire and light or nothing at all, and you're hungry, I'm gonna say, food done, you know, yeah man, it's soon done, but the fire and light yet. The dumpling I need yet, you know. Ratty. And yeah, after that, I mean, I say, man, it's soon done. And it not start, the fire not catch yet. That makes sense to you, brother. Eh?
No.
It make no sense. It's the same thing, man. Something what the man them not supposed to do, I mess them do, and I take credit for. Agriculture minister asks, I say, him a keep a workshop for judge. Flight green. You keep the judge them have say, and I saw this go. You can and him a school them about the pre-the-last in the wagon. You flight green, come on. The judge them stand me, you know. I said, and I saw this guy, you know. Different law, different hands of government this, and you can school we. But laws. Say matter about Peter lesson, so you want to keep a workshop and you can invite them.
No. When to do it pretty last night. I'm supposed to go talk to DPP about prosecuting the cases and winning. That's what I'm supposed to go talk to them about.
But
talk to the DPP.
Judge, you educate.
No, talk to the DPP.
Eh? That makes sense. A matter of fact, say next thing does come out in the paper, I want to do this tomorrow again now, brother. Dr. Christopher Tough Tongue. Say now, when you call, I want to send you the paper, Ratty, a matter of fact, let me just get a little joke out of this. Christopher Tufton, me have to show them this. You understand? Me have to show them
but
this.
But if you call the man that him not going to come on your program.
No, I'm name I call him man. Christopher Tufton. That's how I pronounce.
Him not come on your program again.
No, what name? No, Christopher. What name? I pronounce his name right, man. That's how it's pronounced. Oh, Dr. Christopher Tufton. Sorry. You right? I put the doctor front side, right?
Him not coming up.
No, same pronounce.
Or may not come the first time. Or what you bribe him? When come the first time?
No, sir, them call my man. You remember say me not call people. Them call my man. Come on, man. You understand? Them come on, let me come, man. Christopher, I want thing with Christopher, and him have thing that skin like Nigel and Kanjo, you know. Him have them thin skin there, you know. Them man they are real man. Them man they come on, come chat, man. You see me? I say, Christopher, come on, come chat. Him have no thin skin around them, man. You see? Him have no thin skin about none at all. All right. So let me show you something now. I want to show you something. So Christopher Tufton has said something else, so I don't agree with you now. You where I'm saying? Wait there. I'm gonna find it and send it come to you. Want to find this and send it come to you. Okay? All right. Let me see this now. You want to find it and send it come to you. Christopher Tufton. All right. So what am I saying? You see, Ratty? You see the call agency them now? See, send back that to me. Yeah? You see the call agency them, Ratty? When you call, when people call, you have to call the call agency. You hire some of them now, turn over some job to them that we call it kickbacks. So when you call the call agency now, where they call, remember them friend own the agency them, you know. And you have to hear how much million for do this. So the call agency will answer you when you have some complaint from the hospital. And then them build a database and then them look through the database. Then that makes sense to you, brother?
They might build a call center and then.
No, them have the call center already. So right. What they have to use it now. So instead of when you call the hospital, you don't get them. So if you make a complaint, him say you call CVM or TVJ now. You call the call center, you make a complaint still. So what they have to do now is build a database and then they look through the complaint and then get through. When them forget through to you, that don't make no sense. Why you call the call center? You know, remember them have to pay, the government have to pay the call center now, you know. Why them friend and them bill, you know. You know, she says the next kickback money that. The money they could have buy some equipment for the hospital them. So nobody want to call and make no complaint. That makes sense to you, Ratty? So some call center answer you and then them you know, them save the complaint and then send it, and then them analyze the database and then they may get back to you. That makes sense, brother?
No, that makes no sense at all, man.
You want to see that? Send a Christopher
Tufton. It sound right at all.
I'm going to send it. I'm going to say I have it right, so I'm sending it come to you because you have to see that one here, you know. You have to see that one here. See, send them back a Christopher Tufton thing there for me now, please and thanks. Yeah? You have to see it, and when you read it, man, this that one you have frightened me, man. Let me see it. So I can't find it also.
But if I go and go still and not get two CT scan machine and not make the announcement, so it's an improvement.
How much improvement? How much hospital we have?
I don't know. About 2 dozen.
Our 2, 3. So we have 2 CT scan machine, and we have much hospital. 3 hospitals, so we're going to 2.
More than 3 hospitals, man.
We have enough hospital. Every parish have hospital. Some have 2 and 3. Yeah? So if we have so much hospital, we might go to 2 CT scan machine.
That's that.
So see, the dialysis machine where them so much people and they line up and some people I get 1 time where you forget 3 times for the week. You know, say they are that same way. And them are outsourced and do all kind of things. This is a joke. Them are a joke. These are the things where them to take care of, brother.
They have 2 CT scan machines. Do they have the technicians to maintain them? Because the 2 CT scan machine is a good thing, but it's going to be overworked because it's going to have to service the rest of the country. And on top of that, when it breaks, how does it get repaired? How does it get fixed if they do not have the technicians to do that? That's the problem that they're also having.
I'm wondering if they didn't fix the Cornwall region and just destroy that hospital and just put up something brand new, if it would be less than the money that they're paying.
Long time less.
Well, that money gone way overboard right now, because they're projecting that they need 14 more billion, when it was originally, just as he told us in person when he came on, it would be up to 3.5 billion. Then it jumped to 5. Now it gone to 14. So the cost on Cornwall Regional is just out of control. Absolutely out of control. I was going to say, one of the things that I am puzzled about is in every situation that you see construction happening, they've lost control of the budget, where things get out of control. We see it with Cornwall Regional, and now we're seeing it with even the private enterprise with Juliet Holness, and it's 22 million that thing started out at to build up in lease flats, and now it turned into an $800 million project. So can things jump from 22 million to 800 million? Right? It's incredible the kind of money that's floating around, and that money seems more than likely to be money coming in from unintended or unexplained sources. Well, yes, a man in the wilderness.
No man, you're 100 man. You're 100. But I know, as I said before, Google Gaga no police up there, so. Now touch nobody up there, so. Them not investigate no one up there. Yeah, no one. See, them just silent on a lot of things. Silence. Go silence. And then all them do, them tell about crime and violence and then come down for the little youth, them out of the ghetto. We can't agree with them. It just can't work. Jamaica can't. You have a clean from top, brother. Can you imagine you clean the foot of the river? Don't have the foot there, but the head dirty. Where you reach? Where you reach with that, brother?
We say we're the prime minister, right? And somebody appealed to him and get a donkey. Somebody appealed to him and help fix up a house, or promise to fix up the house. Somebody wants some stock on him and provide that. Now what we say today is the 8-year-old girl, little girl, when I'm killed, we say where the Minister of Education went and gave a speech at the funeral. And I'm just curious, does she do this for every single child that's killed in Jamaica?
Well, you see, it get the parents them up. And then the police come and tell lies, say, because a knife. Let me show the police, but just read this in the paper now. Police, you remember other police did that. This are the hierarchy, I put this in the paper. I said, because the flag, they decorated and the knife, I make the people them go on. So no. Let me show you why the people them are going. So I'll show you in a living color because you just say it. So I'm going to show you it. Let me show you what take place up there. What took place up there, yeah? I'll show you the lie, the blatant lie.
You might want to set the stage for the people, some of the people who not fully know what go on.
Yeah, so I set it, I show them right now. Let me just set this. Right? I'll set it and show you. All right, see the funeral here? So the funeral are going and the education minister go up there and the pastor calls she up like them to cover the people them funeral. And pan the thing, them now call out the family name or nothing, you know. I just fear and name every minute that. I'm matter of fact, me play it and it'll tell you by itself. I know where the police them come out and tell me because me if I'm at police where they did it. And I say, no, them disrespect the people them. Here we go on, and then you see what go on yourself. Because you hear from the the little girl aunt and her family and Mossy and mama and the whole of them, right? Just watch this. Watch this for yourself.
They need to talk about our family member don't even pray. Our family member hasn't even prayed yet. Huh? Nobody feels stranger in front of us.
Politician.
God, man.
Pure stranger and politician named the program and them have all the same. It's about the little baby. Them not talking about the baby.
Nothing about it. Nothing about it. I'm tired to hear favor. What about Daniel? Favor.
So, you know, here, remember just rewind this, please. You know, just watch this, and what them I tell we, you know, these are the family member then. Okay? Look, listen.
It's about the little baby. Them not talking about the baby.
Nothing about it. Nothing about it. I'm tired to hear favor. What about Daniel? Favor. They're not doing nothing.
Come on, they're not doing anything for the baby.
Well, who the goes fit? Y'all want to come tell me this? But them no want no tongues speak in the church. Holy Ghost fill people in the church, you come tell them, not speak tongues. You rude out that with the 7 days, 1 day Christian. Wanna go away? Hey, stop coming here. All right, Apostle. Stop coming here. Apostle. How I don't know? I'm here with you. Hey, ministers. Let me go to man. We're there. Let me go to man. We not drop down, man. Where are the ministers? All about politicians. We don't want politicians. Our politics this. Where's the action? Our politics this.
Where's the action?
Nobody call family. We don't hear no family. Minister this, minister that. We don't go on with that. Go on with that. It's about us who feel it. And we feel it. And we know it. We don't call be a minister. Minister this and minister that. We don't go on with that. I want to tell this thing for fool. We not relent. We are going to get answers. Hey, I'm the one the prime minister knows I have my money.
Politics, they don't have to be mentioned in this.
Yeah, me want to know. Who want to know say me have my money? Me have my money. Me have pound. Go check me out. I will not relent. Out of order. You're family. We saw this as family. Remember not talk about family. Who the hell do you think it is? 7 days of prayer, but you don't want nobody speak tongues. Who do you? It's about speaking tongues. Who not speak tongues so we can't speak tongues? Go ahead if you ever come here to me say. Well, I tell you, say, see. Barbara, come on, here. Barbara! Lucy. Apostle. You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see David. You don't know Bible. You come talk about Apostle. Who don't know Bible? You never see David in the Bible. You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see them man that draw their soul and chop off head. How you come to believe by example? Me a God Apostle. A fake church that. Pull this. Lose me. Lose me. Hey, Chana. Man, tell them to take a road and come bury her now. Tell them to take a road and bury her now. Lose me. You sort of ignore it. Like when I got it. When I got boy, when I got it. When you sort of ignore family. And I come talk about minister this. Minister that. Let's wait outside. Let them finish what they're doing inside. Yes, and we just take her to the burial. That's what we're going to do. We just put her to the burial. No, man, you're right. Come here. You can end the service. You want to die. But never tell me if you shut up and I didn't believe it. Not you alone. Mom, listen to me. Listen to me.
Who want the baby? Alright, who want the baby? Mom, who want the baby? Mom, the baby drink so much. Who want the baby? Who want the baby? Come on. Who want the baby? Let's go. Who want the baby? Alright, let's get a phone. Who want the baby? Mom, where's something? She said, go baby. Let me foot die. Okay, please. Where's your baby? Politics this! Politics this! Hey! Don't talk to me, sister! Go away! In peace, no? Let you go down in peace, no? No politics, she not going to politics. We don't want him speaking. Oh, just we don't want him speak. Let's go. We don't want him speak. All right. All right. All right.
All right. So when you see that for yourself, and the family, and the auntie that, you know, like she live in England, and the little girl auntie, and the sister, the mother, the and everybody, but them said no, them are just read when me just send come give me send something go give you. Just press the first one, not the one with tough time. Press the one press the top one and just read that where the police are saying. Remember other police did answer this. Remember the family this come out. You know where I'm gonna show you something before you read that too. Let me show you one more thing. You know, so one paper run out, and this is what them say. This is what them say. This is the lie what them say. Look what them say. Right, so I'm gonna show you what them do. Look here. Look here. Look on this. You want to see it for yourself, you know. Look what the paper
yes, when I look at it, when I read it, when I read phone up there, you know. When I see it, this is the father. Breaking news. Look at now, family drama at Daniel Rowe funeral. Look on this now. Look on. Mouthpiece FM. Breaking. I'm going to put breaking news, right? The mother of Daniel Rowe and some of her family members walk out of the funeral service the moment the child's father, the police corporal Novel Rowe, got up to speak. This is nothing not near to the truth. Because when I look on the video, I see why them outside, because that means them supposed to accost the father, right? You understand? But this is when you have some mouthpiece, piece of nasty thing. With them foot coming like Sahara Desert. Yeah? Mouthpiece. The other one with Jamaica. And this is how them feed these kind of little dirty narrative to the people them. So they make sure, put up the father. But you still me a hear the family member. And not like this me a hear. And this me a hear. Yeah? Let me play with me here, yeah? Alright.
Alright. So you see, you want to say with the family member, them have anything with the father family member too, because of film data. And then film, and then the data, you know, so you have the mother, the child of our father's side or our mother's side. So and about no family member. You said about no family member, right? So you see that. And you still that our mouthpiece it put out. So when the man come up, why the child mother family them come out? You hear them talk about the father, or you hear them talk about the minister this, minister that, and politics. Now that you hear them talk about. No, me just send you something where them read now, where the police let go. That me I tell you say the police them in the hierarchy, this is what them do all the time. Where them read this, so me send it to the trail. Just look what them send. You see it, Herb?
Yeah.
Where the police them say that so. Me send it to you, Narati. Me send it to you too.
Read the already, man. Read it already.
You see what them say that so?
Yeah, I talk about the flag with the knife in it and paint depicting blood. Okay. And that the pastors, them, you know, them concerned about the look, you know, that what's the meaning of this? But the video you play shows something different.
You hear the people them tell you why them come out. You the man say me have my money about this minister and it now going on politics. Why the police them still like this? Are they hierarchy, you know, and a rank and file, you know? Because of them make these speech. This is how them lie. One paper come out and tell lie too. And the policeman, where the father of a policeman, say that he make them come out. But you hear the video in the entirety, it come and tell you why they come out. Say every minute, them not talk about the little girl, them not talk about minister.
Well, you know, them say it is one of the reasons.
But yeah, but one of what kind of reason? The people them not come out come say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah?
Yeah, them say, according to observers, it's one of the reasons.
I mean, I follow them, I follow where the auntie and the mother and everybody say. So they might tell me something. That's why I say them mislead people all the time.
Yeah, because the flag had a knife in it and a red paint.
Why the people them never come out and say that bother them? You hear what bother them, Ratty? Them say them are stop it. You know what? Just speak in a tongue and them as a favor. Why never call our name? Minister, we don't want no politics. Now that them say.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is all them lie all the time. All when you have the proof front eye, all when the people them attack, them want to change the narrative. Me not go for that. Me not go for what me see. Me not go for what the family I say. Where you see out of them out like them I say, don't believe what them I say, you know. Them get upset, but don't believe them. We are right this, believe what we are say, but me I see the video where the people them I say. So me see the people them I shoot a man. Them I say, don't believe it, you know. Believe what we right, and them shoot the man. Eh? That don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. The people them say they want
but let me ask you this. Nobody mentioned anything about the coffin and the blood, the paint.
No.
Nobody mentioned it. But let me ask, do we know if that's true though? That
but Ratty, me just assure you where the people them I remember, you know, if I true, them that mention, them say them mention about the little girl.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
No, but Ratty, listen again. Yeah. If it was me not follow the paper. Because right away them said when the man go up, that's another problem. Because the auntie from England and the mother and the sister, everybody there's so. And them say, we the family, them they recognize we them recognize politician and stranger. And everything about minister. Right. What happened to the family? Them no complain and she get all mad. Them say don't drop down.
No, here's the point of me.
Something else, see that attack it.
No, here's the point of me I raise, because the funeral home said that them don't know nothing about the flag with the knife and the red paint over the casket.
But nobody not talk about it.
No, but hold on. If the family did that, then the family there would be no contention. The family wouldn't say anything about it.
No.
Right. So but what happened from the other side? The pastor said, them I said, no, it's not. Them say, we were concerned that this is a desecration of the flag and we didn't approve of it. But the family, I said, nothing to do with it. The family doesn't mention that at all. Right. So I think what them have is two different viewpoints, and the two of them are.
What you want me to say, brother? Them want to stop that like she, them say reverend like she do a church to and she say 7 days. I talk about not speaking tongue, and then talk about politician, minister. One of them I say that one more of the family. I say we are the family. Them not recognize we, and when I say when you look at minister like a she, them not say them and them call the little girl name. Them not say them not call the little girl. Them don't make a play it back.
Do you know if the family members, if they're members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, or that was just the closest church to them?
Yeah, they must be the closest to them, but them I tell them
because they should have known with this auntie coming from England, who appears to be a woman of the cloth, and she wants to speak in tongues, and she's saying them are throw her out because them say we don't want you speaking in tongues.
But no, that alone. She said that one.
So
that one must speak in tongue no go. Then she said, "We no call we the family member."
Right.
I just minister. I wanna call the little girl name. So that and them as a politician. We don't want a politician. This take her out there. No politician. And that them I say, make a play it back and listen again.
It appears the politicians came to the funeral and the flavor changed. You know, it became more political than anything else.
That them I talk about.
Yeah.
Because that them I talk about, they say, no. You understand? So, me play it back again.
But before you play that way, but as parents, you know, it could be any one of us. That's the truth of the matter.
True.
But for the grace of God goes you, goes I, you know, it could be our child. And none of us would want to be at a funeral where any politician shows up and the pastor, or, you know, is given any. I'm not saying, okay, given the nature of the situation, she spoke, but she should not have been dominating that funeral. That's about the child. I remember when Sandy Hook happened and President Obama, went to that funeral. It wasn't politicized. He spoke as a parent, because the pain, you know, it is hard to watch that situation or read anything about that little girl and not be saddened. Whether you're a parent, but as a human being, not be saddened about it. For them to turn it into a circus, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Them change the program to, you know, and put she in it. She go in her capacity. Them invite you have to talk to the parents. You have to go and meet them, the auntie, the sister, the this, the that, and everything. You can't just go and them talk about you. The people them now complain about no flag. Them and this are the video where them have. Remember play it again.
No, before you play, you know what we find interesting? If the casket never just drop out of the ceiling, somebody walk inside of it.
That is it.
And so what I think is that then if they never want it in, then why? How come it reach all the way up to the front, and then all of a sudden now it's an issue, and the family don't mention that, because if they would have an issue, no, I see what you're saying. Them don't want the casket inside there because we put some symbols on it or whatever. But
yeah,
that never come out at all. It was just about the politicians. So
thank you. Yeah. So you see what them do? They see media. That's why them not like we, you know, because them can't go in our head. The people them not say nothing about this.
The only thing though is that the what you call it, the observer. Them say that the only thing about it is that them say it's one off. So me want to know what the rest of the.
What do you mean by one off? The people them not mention it. All right. So what they mention? Yeah, what they mention? The tongue. Yeah, all right. Let me play it back. Yeah, what they mention? Me not follow observer neither. Because me see them. I'm not fly them tell to, you know. So me read with caution too. So me have follow this and the family them me have follow. Okay, watch out. Play it back.
They need to talk about our family member don't even pray. Our family member hasn't even prayed yet. No.
So our family member not even pray. But the matter, listen, you know, Gov't, we are dissecting now. Listen.
A stranger in front of us. God, man.
They put stranger in front of our family. This stranger in front of us and politician. Yeah. Listen.
Stranger and politician name the program and them have all to say.
Stranger and politician name the program and them have all to say. This is the problem. It was not flag and hey, them people them better go away, no man. This is the family attack. Yeah, the problem, Gov't.
Yeah.
Because them change the program. So it's that we're dissect the thing now. We are doing investigation now in a skill you drought. What the problem with the family? Them talk about knife and shoot them down, the problem with that. That's why I'm not following the paper, you know. One side when the father come up, them walk out. Them not mention but not like that. Yeah.
There's a stranger in front of us. God, man.
In front of us, in the family. Yeah. Family this, look.
It's about the little baby. Them not talking about the baby.
Them not do nothing about the baby. It's about the little baby. Them not do nothing about the baby. Listen now.
Nothing about Sarah. I'm tired to hear favor. What about Daniel? Favor.
So you hear what I'm tired for you now? All me tired for you is about flavor and flavor. But not Daniel. Them not say nothing about the baby. So you hear clearly where this hey, them wicked, them people, I not read them, I not follow them, Because I follow the family where the family say. Okay? Them have two all kind of things like uno police be telling on the Iraq when if get fired. When if stop it.
You see what happened? That story, the observer story, them call it the update. So it's not the first story. So what this looks like to me, it's like it's a story for counteract what the family has said. So them bring this later on to say, well, them say it's one of the reasons why one of the reasons behind the chaos, and they're saying that the casket came in draped with the flag and paint depicting blood and a knife. But it's funny that you don't hear the family say, "Oh, they never want way." No. When I say it's funny, we never hear the family say, "Oh, them don't want a casket in there because it have this," and that would be a normal reaction. Them would have said, "Boy, them reject the cat. Them don't want a casket in there because we put on the flag on it or something." Nobody mentioned that. So I see what you say.
Yes, that's another problem. Me I listen what the family I say, yes, so what about them? Them I say every minute of them don't even talk about the little child. Them say it, you hear? Remember play it again. Hear them play.
Yeah, me here.
People and government
and them a politician named upon the program and them have all of this.
That's the problem. So the problem right in front of a video talks. Me tell them all the while. Them can't write what them are right. But me I tell them say them come up and write what born no observe what I born no today no. Yeah. Cause me I follow what me I hear when I see no. See them here?
It's about the little baby. Them not talking about the baby.
Nothing about Sarah. I'm tired to hear favor. What about Daniel? Favor.
The school go on camera in there. She never see that.
They're not doing nothing.
Come on, they're not doing anything for the baby.
They're not doing nothing for the baby. So you tell me now, Rocky. Them have what kind of problem the people? You hear what the problem with them have? Because of Flavor funeral. Me never know say she did dead. Them said all about she nothing for the baby. Them never listen again. Listen.
Take a look at this.
Who are the ghost feel? You want to come tell me this? But them no want no tongues speak in the church. Who are the ghost feel people in the church? You come tell them. No speak tongues. You rude and God with 7 days, 1 day Christian. Wanna go away? Hey! Stop coming here!
Alright, Apostle.
Stop coming here!
Apostle.
How I don't know?
I'm here with you. Wrong.
Hey, let me go to man. Ministers. Let me go to man. Where they? Let me go to man. We not drop down, man.
Where are the ministers?
All about politicians.
We don't want politicians.
Our politics this.
Where's the action?
Our politics this.
Where's the action?
Nobody call family. We don't hear no family. Minister this, minister that.
So she talk big and broad for the whole thing here and them write something different. And this man, this are the auntie. And the mother and everybody they write this up.
Well, take a look at what I just saying you. Because
me read it, remember Bug Lives, I read it, me have it.
Okay, yeah, because hold on. What this I do? No, where am I saying?
Control. Where
am I saying is that it actually I support your position. That in saying that it's a lie, because what am I saying is that Minister Favor Williams was the only one from the government who was there.
Of course.
In our official cap. But for what I hear is more than it was more than just the minister.
No, them say no, because Fitztax and it was there too, brother.
Okay.
But him not depend the minister side. So that's why she said was politician and non-politician. Okay? Fitz was there.
So they include Fitz then?
No, we not hear them saying about Fitz, but we know that Fitz was there.
No, because was she the only person from the government?
Minister, yes, from the government side. So she them matter
about somebody or what a junior minister or someone else.
No, them matter about flip. No, yeah, the people them never talk. Them say them no want. Can't them tell us say cash a politician. Me no want them.
How much time she talk? And one time she talk.
No, the man must say the pastor up there every minute about flavor and them make she talk. And
I see. I mean, the pastor start reference.
The pastor draw up and them change. Them say them change the thing. So them no depend it. Them not get no talk. Them a put who them want talk now and flavor. What about the baby? The baby no get. Them not talk about the baby, you know. Them talk about she. So she want come talk about school and talk about wow. These are the people, them baby and thing. If you respect the people.
One of the things we find interesting is how did she get on the program?
Them put her up on it. Them say them change.
Who? Them who? The family?
I think it's the father. Apparently
the pastor.
But how can the pastor change the program?
No more seeing them change it. You can't change it, man. You just write. Who can you have she come there? So you just and him
but Alman is officiate over it.
Let me ask a key question. Is the mother and father together?
I don't think the father that, and then
It
this is the mother and her sister.
To me, right? It appears that the mother and her contingent come in with the father already in the church.
Yeah, no, we don't know who come in first, but they're already at the church.
Well, apparently, look like the father. Look like the father is a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah, maybe, we don't know.
Yeah, and so they must.
The police go there, because for me tell us the police, we know police there. Because me talk to people, you understand? Zane? And them say no so. And even the news, the news that will come out breaking news, say the father thought make them come out, no go so. Because police there. Yeah, and I said, listen, no go so because of him. And then me have the video, I can show you.
All right, the father and mother not together.
No, we know them not together, man. Yeah. We know that already. You understand?
So I think the father is probably the Seventh-day Adventist, probably, and that's why they end up at that church.
Yeah, no, but them carry some artists got 7-day too, you know, and carry some other people, you know. It depends on what you use. Depends on.
You know them not a member of the church?
Yes, we don't know why them do that. You understand?
But it could have been the father, along with the pastor, might have objected.
No, we're not put that pen in because we have other police go with him. That man never do nothing. So it's not him. So them when police are trying to blame the man, say him. Remember, you know, them there she go there and them the pastor want control where my control and I do one. So this you get something like this. You understand? Yeah.
Wanna go on with that? Go on with that. It's about us who feel it. And we feel it. And we know it. When I can't be a minister this and minister that, go on with that.
Yeah, minister this, minister
I want to tell this thing for fool. We're not relent. We're going to get answers. Hey, I mean, what the promise I do is I have my money.
Yeah. You don't know that.
Yeah, me want to know. Who want to know so me have my money? Me have my money. Me have pound. Go check me out. And we not relent. Out of order. You're family. We saw this as family. Remember not talk about family.
Them say Fitzstacks, I think him the member of parliament for where the child go school. So that's why I'm there. But on a Fitz talk about, she said, tell the prime minister me have my money. Every minute a minister. So them inject she instead of talk about the little girl and that's the problem.
Where's the mother? Where's the mother in all of this? Where's the mother? She inside of the church?
That is sister this, the mother sister this.
Yeah, but where the mother there? The mother inside of the church or she outside?
No, man, the one of them outside, man. So the mother out there with she. So I'm find out how one of them are the mother. So she the one of the sister, you know. But she the one who come from over there. So she has my niece. And then the rest I say we the family. So them come out. See that?
Who the hell do you think who it is? 70 Adventist but no one nobody speak tongues. Who no do? It's about speaking tongues. Who no speak tongues so we can't speak tongues. Go if you ever come here to me say, well I tell you say, Barbara, come on this. Barbara!
But the police out there too now.
Yeah, because police was scared. Let's tell you something.
You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see David, you don't know Bible. You come talk about apostle, who don't know Bible. You never see David in the Bible. You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see them on the draw their soul and chop off head. Now we have got to lead by example. We have got apostle. A fake church that. Pull this. Lose me. Lose me. Hey, Chana. Tell them to take a road and come bury her now. Tell them to take a road and bury her now.
Yeah, tell them to take a road and bury her now.
Look on that.
So ignore it. Like when I got boy. When I got, when you say I ignore family, and I come talk about minister this, minister that. Let's wait outside. Let them finish what they're doing inside. Yes, and we just take her to the burial. That's what we're gonna do. We just put her to the no, man, you're right. Come here. You can end the service. You can end the service. You want to die. But never tell me if shut up and I didn't believe it. Not you alone. Mom, listen to me. Listen to me.
Our sister, them are now family. The big one.
Let's go. Alright, let's get a photo. Where's the
politics this! Politics this! Hey! Don't talk to me, sister! Go away! No politics, she's not going to do politics. We don't want to speak. We don't want to speak. Let's go. We don't want to speak.
You know, the whole sister, them and what have you, and her niece, and maybe the bigger sister, this will look out for. I hear she said, we don't want them going in politics, this. You know, so she attack her mind, brother. So when the paper come up, when me have something like this, me not listen to them. Me listen what come out of people, them out and what bother them and what them I tell you. Them not talk about the little girl, them talk about minister, Flavel. Saying, you don't go and take up.
But you know, it is very sad. It's heart-rending to watch. That's the truth of the matter. And speaking as someone who has done a funeral, someone who has officiated a funeral, it doesn't matter if it's a Seventh-day Adventist church or a Sunday church. It's the business of the family. So it is about the family. So they have to make arrangements to benefit the family, do things to benefit the family, and not necessarily follow the church protocol. It's about the family. So if one person belonged to that church and they were using that church, that's understandable. However, they should not, the pastor it sounds to me as if the pastor was starstruck. So he was just talking about the minister. That is what I'm getting from the family, you know. So he's starstruck. So he's like, you know, oh my gosh, look who is here. And not make it about the family who do not have another chance. They don't get a do-over on this. Yeah. One and done. So they will not have another chance to bid farewell to this little girl. And they allowed themselves to get caught up in the minister and turn this into a circus and not made it about the little girl. I have no problems with the coffin being draped in the Jamaican flag with a knife and blood on it because the system failed this child. The system failed this child. And the parents the family has every right to do what makes them feel good, brings closure to them. And nobody should have a problem with that. So if the pastor or pastors felt that, well, there's no desecration there, so because they lost their child violently. So they have a right to do any and everything that helps to bring them some peace. And the thing is too, where is Favour now? Minister, where is Favour now to give an update on the investigation of this child? Where is she? That's what I want to know. Where is she? Give me some update on this child. Since she was at the funeral and it was made about her, then she should also be following up and following through to make sure whoever did this to this little girl is brought to justice. Where is Flavor? She's a waste of time and a waste of doggone space. And she went there. She should not have been there because she made it was about her, and it was a disgrace. I'm sorry to say, but I feel very strongly about it. And she was a waste of doggone space.
All right, so hear this now. So, you know, some of them are trying to damage control. And every paper run out with something different. Can we show you two different papers do two different things, you know? And say what them want to say, you know. So them want to go in on some head and then fling something. But when I follow the video, them take off the auntie. Me I say them take off the auntie because them say she's a apostle. She have to speak, make she speak. You know, want to take her off. You want the family, them go to I don't make them use the church. Because you know, said that a family and this is the last time that, you know, them have put on the little girl. And yeah, makes you speak. You understand? We have close-knitted family, you can't go around them. You understand? And how go that? When the 5 people them they die in a Carindon, the mother and her four kids, right? 5 of them. When the prime minister go there and the one of them, then them start talk about this and that and crime and violence. Listen, we are talking about yes or no. A matter of fact, a more domestic dispute because it's a cousin, and maybe you have a little problem or what. You can fire a man and kill and this and you're coming with stricter thing and more penalty. What that are doing at church right there, so go chat by your in your private house. You understand what I say? Eh? So these are the things where government do all the time and nobody know how to hear it when people are mourn. Right. Them need to stop it.
Right. It's just interesting. It's just interesting that the newspaper would just say it's one of the things why, and then but anyway, Favor, we need to do a program on the failures of Favor, which is almost everything. Because don't forget that the man who come and abuse the girls, and the white brother who come from Washington State or wherever, and then get you notice you're not more about that case. Not more about that case there.
It's quiet.
Right. And Favor claim, I did everything that I could have done. Once I was briefed, I turned it over to the Child Protective Agency and blah, 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 blah. And I followed up and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I feel a responsibility at the end of the day.
600 kids not take pep. Never get forgot. Got take it and she can't give me an answer. No. They not give you an answer. Enough more things for you go call her name. Much more things. And you can't go place them now, because they never do it. They never do it. They never take the exam. So, 600. Not 6, Not 10, not 60.
And you said you're not giving a reason as to why they never take it?
Yeah, I mean, I know if you can't come tell me, say, okay, the family never have the money. So what I do? I try them out that them go through or something. The government have it. Come on, man.
So why not? You should have access to information now. Can put a request in. And ask
what I read it. I do that. Because
send in one tomorrow, man, and just ask. It's one paragraph. You just send it in and just say, please provide information regarding the failure of 600 children to take the PEP.
So I tell me what they want. I go around them.
Here we go. You get the official response first while you go around them, so you can compare.
Okay. Not all from them, because them.
So take it from them, but just to compare.
Can you see what them do? Them like anytime give where you want here, and get half truth.
But every now and again, what happens is that the request when the request go to a clerk,
government distance themselves from controversy. And I see the people them talk about. See that? Every minute them let you something else in the paper. This is when I tell you they see damage control. See that? So this is what them do now. Every minute them come with the next version and nobody know what hear me. See what the auntie say. So me no really want hear and I like una write it something and say. And then who did that attack? Bug life for never did it. And who want edit some people never did them just sit down and just say, okay, me could do this and that. But police when they did it and said no, and this why them come up about the man and this and them a try put a spin on it and a time for them stop. That me listen to people whether they write this and me talk to them personally before me even get I get the video to because I have more than one star people there. You understand? So me get the video and then me have police attack to me and say no, me did it. So this and that and that and that. So them for go with them foolishness, Oh, look on the thing what I'm saying now with Tufton. Remember me to talk to you upon it? Look on it.
Me look on it. The call center.
No, that makes sense too, no?
Yeah.
So I remember them friend them build call center and thing, So when you call that, what them do, instead they call the TV station, for them blow it up, you call the call center and then them do the database, right? And then, and then they analyze it and then they come to, and then you answer back and do what they want. That's a waste of money, yeah? You say it's $1 billion to do that. That then kick back, yeah? Foolishness. If me are making a complaint, me suppose you can call. You put people, you have a man, they phone them when at the hospital, and if you have someone when people in the office, where people call and then vice be heard. Saying? So when I call a call center, I call a call center about the hospital in a Morant Bay. Yeah, Princess Margaret. I'm a call about Port Antonio, I'm a call about Kingston Public, I'm a call about Sablamar General, I'm a call about any one of them. And then you mix up everything and then you go through. People, you know, say foolish is that. Hospital responsible for them call it with us right for them man. Foolishness.
But wait, he has put the cart before the horse, because you have to fix the hospitals first. Make sure the hospitals are running efficiently before you come and talk about call centers, because the hospitals are broken. The system is broken. So what are they calling about? The broken system that needs fixing. So fix it first. Make sure the hospitals are running. Make sure you have nurses and doctors working. Make sure you have porters working. There are beds in the hospitals for patients. There's medication for the patients before you come and talk about call centers.
Yeah, that bad. That bad, man. You see, Trotty? Yes. So tough tongue. Why do a full thing with you, you know? Mrs. set a roll up like 5 minutes. Hey, they must be glad say a food time now in Avatica, you know, say when them see my, you know, them know say, yeah man, the morning, you know, I spit some fire like dragon, you know, I get hungry like a dog, you know.
Here what I'm say were interesting now. And there's a quote. It says, this is Minister Tufton speaking. He said, what it would do is allow for greater accountability and greater responsiveness of concerns, which Wema says that you have a central place where all the calls come in.
Central appointment system. That's what.
Right, and then the senator, and then this central point, they're responsible for compiling data and statistics, and so they can tell the minister, report to the minister where the complaints are coming from, if people are responsive, so on and so forth. But here's where I'm saying further on. It's gone. Disappear. Weird. Oh, okay. So him say central location, and him say yeah, right. So him say, and I think it's important because I would much prefer a disgruntled patient call me or my team, and we respond to them even if we are wrong, or more so when we are in the wrong, than for them to call TVG or CVM or mount to them. Him not gonna make nobody call him. Nobody now come. That's a person. Nobody have a number.
Call center. So go say, hey, you know, say the bathroom, and then him listen and him kid the argument. You for call TVG and CVM, but don't go to the call center when they give the money to you. Say $1 billion we give to the call center, you know, because we hire them. I kick back, brother. Who own the center? Who belong with the center?
Hold on a second, wait. Hold on a second. Rattigan, I distinctly recall you talking to the minister when he was on about taking responsibility for failures. What did he tell you? He said he's not taking responsibility. So how now he's telling people to call him? Call him for what? He said it's not his responsibility. Am I wrong, or did I hear incorrectly?
No, you heard correctly. You did say that.
Right. So what is this? What is he talking about now?
Yeah, and the idea that he's saying that the idea he's conveying is that the connection between him and the people, that okay, you can call me, you call my team, but we're actually calling somebody who's not even working for the Ministry of Health. They're calling somebody, a central place, completely disconnected from them, and all they're doing, they just sit there just to take phone calls, divert phone calls, and make reports.
But in a divert, because remember them not putting a switch, nothing for so them gonna take your data, and then after them have it there. Then that means them gonna tape you, and then you are going through millions of calls now. That means you not get no call back and you not get the satisfaction. You know.
But then also, I see what I say is that if there's a problem with people calling the hospitals and not getting a response, then they need to deal with that.
Then that
you need to deal with that problem.
The hospital and deal with the one.
You need to deal with that problem.
You can't send me to a center.
Yeah, you need to
and
deal
then
with that
make
problem.
the call, so it make it worse.
And then think about it. No, whereas before you could have called the hospital directly, right? I'm not gonna say you get some service or you don't get some service. No, you have to call a central place, and then them know I have to go call the hospital now. And chances are they're going to call the same number you were calling.
Good. So when you call it, but don't go that taxpayers' money have to pay the center, you know. Maybe $1 billion a year or $2 billion, you know, say I kick back. Who won the center? It don't make no sense. Take the money, buy something. Fix up the office where the car are going to the hospital and make the car them go in.
Right.
It's simple.
Hire. Put some more switchboard in there. Hire another person or two.
It's simple. Come on, man.
They want to talk about job creation.
That thing for do. But call center, you know, so them want it. People
but gentlemen, okay, call centers. The hospitals are broken. The hospitals are broken. They need medication. They need nurses. They need doctors. They need hospital beds. They need CT scans. They need MRI machines. What is it? Call centers. So, okay, what are the people calling about? That they need somebody to be on dialysis. The hospital doesn't have a dialysis machine. So you cannot have a call center before you have the dialysis machine in the hospital.
You still not gonna get it, you know, because you don't have it, you know. So we say you call the center and say, "We don't have a bed."
You know, if you want to fix a problem, you know him though. If you want to fix a problem, him said to somebody, listen, him said to the public, here's what happened. Here's a number to my office, right? When call the hospital first, and then if you get no satisfaction, you call my office, and I will see to it that that hospital will respond. Not only today, but for as long as I'm here, they will respond to phone calls. And that's how you clean it up. Because when you get a phone call that says hospital, you know, the KPH, you go down there. You go down and make a personal visit, and you go straight to the switchboard section and say, okay, who got this call? What did you do about it? And you see how people straighten up after that. And to me, that's the personal connection, right? If you want to respond in a personal way, take the phone call and go down there and see it for yourself. But to send it to a thing, it sounds to me it's just more bureaucracy, it's more money, it's more
money.
Who normally takes the call now when they call into the hospital? Is there the switchboard?
Number 911, number 119 or something like that.
Yeah, but you have number where you can call the hospital and get them. So I don't know where you must say, because you call the hospital and still get them.
So you must be getting rid of those people though, or consolidating them all in one place.
And they want to answer film phone. Because can't start going. If you say them not answer hospital where you have more people. Can you imagine I go to Dr. Christopher Tufton and then him answer him phone?
The other thing to say, one with him do a cost analysis to say, okay, maybe if we set up our own call center, in the long run, it would be cost effective as opposed to hiring one and you pay them a contract every year. Maybe it would be better if we just set up a small one in a film office or something.
But what me I say, just fix the switchboard them. Can me call about KPH, or me call you and not it up with millions of call. Yeah? In a one thing, and then you have to go sieve them out and listen and tape it and then them listen the data and you know do nothing for me. Somebody, but you know, them forget dialysis and the machine not work.
And hold on.
When that reach, when do? You buy the machine?
So it look like
you have an ambulance.
Yeah.
You buy it.
So it look like to me.
It look like the center.
Yeah, it look like we must set up. It's just a complaint center because then people can't render no medical advice.
No.
If somebody call and say, "Hey, me need help," send the ambulance. So now, something me could have done on my own. Me call them for them call the ambulance and then them come.
It's stupid. The same time, we're gonna eat some food, and I'm gonna you know. So later, troops. And we are not them, because them start talking about social media. I'm gonna say them a drop what power, but when I say we don't cater, because we can't buy way out. We different, yeah. Yeah, man.
Respect. Have a wonderful week, gentlemen, and we do this again.
All right.
Okay, blessings.
Bless.
All right.